Good evening, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How is everybody doing this lovely evening? Guys, my laptop is dying. I am also dying. How are all of you? Hello, Neverless. Hello, Metal Man. Hello. That is a long name. Suburb. Soup to. Sure. Hello, Ace Madness. Hello, Aurora. Hello, hello, Nabi. Hello, Catalite. Hello, Fishy. Hello, Dizzy. I'm gonna stroke here, guys. Hello, Pinker. Hello, Lazy Pink Landmine. Hello, Artsy. Hello, Kaito. Hello, Spoops. Hello, Spoops. Hello, Just Ake. Yours usernames, like, I swear to God. Just a key breath. Sure. Hello, Denpa. Hello, Candlewick. Hello, Embray, Ivy, ba 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 ba. Hello, all of you beautiful little gay people. How is everybody doing? Okay. How's everybody doing? Just call me Yingbian. Okay. Okay. Sure. 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 I will try and remember that. Guys, I have been so busy. So busy, guys. I have been in the mines, toiling away, in the caverns, you could say. Working on my latest video. It is basically done. I've got one more conversation to have, and I'm waiting on one other conversation to occur, and then the video will be released, like ASAP. Unironically, guys, the video will probably release by the end of this week, if not the beginning of next. So look forward to that, okay? If you can really call it looking forward to that. We can be beautiful and gay, be ambitious, lol. So true, so true. She's been on Ace's stream, don't listen to her. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Yen video before GTA 6, so true, so true. Guys, I thought this would be quite a short stream. I got a few different things I want to talk about tonight. There's one thing I did, notice. And the last thing on the docket is probably going to be something we watch until I get bored, to be honest. Because it seemed kind of interesting. It's basically about some guy, I think, who was accused of, doing horrific thing to his cats, and allegedly, it may be false, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But I think we should just start off strong, right, guys? And also, we may do a gaming stream after this. Because I got my player, my media thingy, my capture card to work. So, Jar Tent, right? Jar Tent. I know you've all missed it, okay? I know how much you guys love the Jar Tent, okay? Recently, we've been saying some, weirdly, can you even call it jar positive? I'd say it's more so correcting the record, right? The stream talking about, Beckett and Queeman's or, little lovers quarrel they had, okay? On stream. And all that stuff, right? Me and Ace went over that. And now, because of all of this, we are going to be looking at some DMs that happened between Jar and ENO. Now, the reason why this is even spurred up, I did try and find the clip, but I misplaced it because I'm an idiot. On Queeman's stream, right, where they were mainly going over K-Huck's coverage, right? Yes, K-Huck retracted the claims, blah, 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 who cares, that's not the main thing here, right? The main thing is Jar basically said something on the lines of just I apologized to ENO, that was about it, right? And, he was basically saying all this stuff to Queeman, basically being like, yeah, no, I didn't really want, I didn't continue talking to him. Because people would think that would be weird, right? Fair enough. But, as if people have seen Ace's stream, that wasn't the case. Jar didn't just apologize to ENO. That would have been... I don't know how I feel about that. I think if he wanted to apologize to ENO, all he needed to do was release the video apologizing, or just sending a message along, right? I don't think it needed to lead into what happened here, right? And what is that, you may ask? It is a group chat between Just the Robot, Soph the Neko, and ENO, right? Now, I believe these are in order. So we will see. We will see how this goes. Let me zoom this in for you guys. It's giving Child of Divorce vibes. So true. So true, Midge. So true. Also, I see you in the background, Nabi, okay? I was, whilst the music was playing, I was trying to upload the emoji you did, the little bonk one, and the aspect ratio is wrong. It needs to be 1:1. 1:1 for the aspect ratio. If you can fix that, I will include the bonk emote probably at the end of stream, because otherwise it's gonna break. The end is funny as fuck. I can't wait then. I can't wait. But yeah. For those who somehow are new here, have no knowledge of anything, okay. TLDR of a year's worth of drama, right? Just a Robot defended Cinnabar. Cinnabar is someone who groomed ENO, who was what? Were they like 14 years old at the time? Um, and that's what Jar did. Jar was a fucking idiot, and he shouldn't have done it. That's like the most like, this is without me going into any of the extra details. And then it basically led into this. So we're gonna get into it. Soph the Neko says, boom shakalaka. Okay. Eno says, just a robot. Eno, I'm truly sorry. Making and uploading that video was unacceptable, and it's completely my fault. You did nothing wrong. I was wrong to say you made it. Why are you censoring that out, bro? Okay. I was wrong to say you made it sexual first, and I regret that deeply. You were taken advantage of, and that should never have happened to you. I know my actions hurt you, and I'm sorry for the pain I caused. I promise I'll never make the same mistake again. I was more focused on explaining myself and explaining why I did what I did than condemning what I did. Brother. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. On you conferable with VC. Of course he means, are you comfortable with VCing? I mean, it's not the worst apology in the world. I don't know, man. When it comes to Jar, right? When it comes to Jar, it's kind of hard for me not to interpret the way he went about his released video, right? Or the one that the one he wanted to do, which was kind of like when he was leaning into the Kumo side of it, right? Where he wanted to kind of like, he saw Kumo was basically thought Kumo was the winning side, quote unquote, right? And thus did that with that video, right? It's hard for me to believe that he truly cared. I don't know, man. When you're when you're removing your, I don't know, your free thoughts and your own like opinions from the topic, and you're trying to focus on like, right, what is the winning side? What is the, in my mind, even if wrong, the comfortable side to sit on, right? I don't know how much I can really take from that, right? Why does he need to VC with ENO? We're gonna find out, okay? We are gonna find out. Fixed and sent in DMs, Yen. Thank you very much, Nabe. Then we have a 1 hour call did occur. And then you've got Surf the Neko posting their Glitten Pop Sparkle Wolf video. Okay. I do thank you both for hearing me out and forgiving me, but I need to move on with my life. I just keep digging my hole deeper and deeper. I keep fucking up, and I need to stop before I get myself killed. Keep in mind, I think Eno is like 15 years old here, right? Guilt trippy, suicide baity language in front of a 15-year-old who you basically did a video calling what happened to them like a nothing burger, right? I'm being very I'm being very what's the word? Fishy. I can't remember the word. God damn it. I'm having a stroke today, guys. I'm actually dying. I had an awful headache today. I went to go watch Spider-Man in the cinema. Really good. Really good for a, I say quote really good, but really good for a Marvel movie. That was good. Conferable is a version of the word confer, which means to give, thus bestow, or to have a discussion. Okay. Okay. Just a robot. Maybe more literate than me. And I wouldn't be surprised. But either way, right? Either way, this language with a minor, especially Eno, is fucking bizarre. and weird as hell, right? Weird as fuck. You should not be doing that. I'm sorry, ENO, and I'm sorry, Soph, but I just don't trust myself to do the right thing anymore. Just uploaded the first video onto my new channel. Okay. Even before this, right, this is where the conversation should have ended, right? Should have said sorry, right? Had even, you know, even then, right, had the little call. Now, still not amazing, but, you know, what can you do, right? That's where it should have ended. He should have left the GC. He should have gone away. He should have done whatever the hell he needed to do to go and better himself, right? If that's what he wanted to do. But no. He brings up, like, this suicide baity, like, guilt-tripping language, right? It's incredibly weird and starts shilling his next video. Keep in mind, he made this new channel, right? Because he thought that because he thought smaller channels were getting a boost in the algo. So that's the only reason why he switched channels. Really interesting. So people are trying to dox my GF, so that's fun. Again, why are you talking about this with ENO? Very weird. That does suck that it happened. I don't know if this is referencing the Okay, I'm not sure if this is referencing the FPS Diesel stream, or it could just be in general. Jar's not a pedophile as far as we know. Yeah, no, I would never make that claim. Never make that claim. Been thinking about just quitting YouTube this year. Soph the Neko removes just a robot from the group. Wild. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Bro. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. I'll check DMs in a minute, Fishy, but bro. That's Kino. W fucking Soph. W Soph. W Soph. That's peak. That's peak. Now we do have a DM scroll here. I'm gonna try and get this pulled up. Okay. Cool. Cool. Let's see what we've got here. Now this is Sylvester 9th for the 2nd. Okay, so is it the intermediate? Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay. Cool. Do I wanna get this record? I need to stop. That song's got in my head recently. Just the Robot says, "Are you doing okay?" A day passes. Oh, these are DMs. Oh, this isn't even the GC. Hold on. Oh, hi, Jar. Sorry for not responding sooner. Yeah, I'm doing good. School drama is kicking my ass, but other than that, we're good. I hope you're well. Oh, remember, right? Remember. Well, the other thing that he said on the Queenman stream is he would let ENO vent to him. Which is weird as hell. I don't know why you're letting ENO, especially, vent to you. I don't understand. They need to go talk to people their age. They don't need to talk to the person who did the hit piece, basically, downplaying all the experiences they went through. I don't think that should be happening. Giles says, I've been editing down our call and balancing the audio. Now, from my understanding, this is in relation to a video I think Soph was having? Soph was gonna do? I don't know. I can't remember. I believe so. Says, oh fuck. Why did it hit play? No, stop it. Okay, cool. Just trying to remember to keep things about my parents out of this lol. Just says, I will show it to you. I took out the part about your parents you told me to take out. If there's something I missed, just tell me and I'll remove it. Then posts fan art of Jar. Jesus Christ. Okay. Here's a doodle for you. Throws this at you. Jar. Thank you. I will do what I can to help. I got the call down to less than 50 minutes long, taking out the dead air and the ums and the buts, along with the parts where you say the same thing 2 times in a row. You are very talented at art. Eno says, thanks, Jar. I love drawing. It's for you. I like drawing robots and whatnot. Jar says, thank you. I like editing. That's my thing. I still have about 10 more minutes to edit down and balance. Possessing it now to send to you. Tell me any parts if you want them taken out. Okay? I'm editing it down a little bit more, but if there's anything you want me to take out, I will. We'll keep you let it go for a little bit. Yeah, I just listened to the whole thing. I don't mind anything except the part when my parents, like, when I was talking about how they wanted to make me miserable, and the part how I explained my parents, found out, just any mention, yeah, that was the other sad aspect of the stuff with ENO. Very depressing. But yeah. Jar says, I understand. I thought you meant, you might have meant that, or the one part about your parents that I ended up taking out. I'll go and edit it down more. Can I leave? Can I leave in the part about people trying to call your parents? This is incredibly weird. Yeah, sorry for not replying fast. Yeah, but you can keep in the first part. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, talking about what to cut out. Yeah, I'll send it over to you and Soph. Let me speed this up a bit. Also, if you ever need to vent, I'm here for you. Bro. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way, dude. Fuck me. What the fuck are you doing? Unironically, what the hell are you doing, dude? Why? ENO says, sorry for not replying that much. I'm not that active on here and I have to use the browser to talk to you, so yeah. But that's good. Jar says, so there's nothing else you want me to take out? No. Jar, understood. You know. I'm looking at Lio's thing currently. Jar. Lio's thing. Oh no. What's Lio doing? ENO says, a video, live premiere, I don't know, I wish I could clear things up. Clear stuff up. Jar says, oh, that one. It's okay. At this point, I'm used to being hated. Please remove the link. I'd rather not look at it. Sure, it hurts, but you are more important right now. Shut the fuck up, dog. Shut the fuck up. Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way this guy is traumatized by the lion, okay? The idea of a Lio convoy video. Ain't no fucking way, dude. Oh my god. Could you imagine if, like, the video premiering was just, like, I don't know, Thundercats or a toy review? And he's just like, no! Get that evil away from me! No! No! Jesus Christ. Okay. We'll keep it going. Keep it going. ENO says, I'm sorry, Jar. Frowny face. Jar, it's not your fault at all. Listen, don't worry about me. I'm a big boy, and I can take care of myself. Right, so much so that you need the Lio Convoy video link to be removed? Right. Right now, I want to help you with your video. ENO says, I want people to stop being upset with you. We're clearing this up. Jesus Christ. Jar says, I know you do, I know. But they won't stop. They can make money off my name, so they will not stop. Okay, bro. I want to help you and Soph make the video in any way I can. I know how to edit, so that might makes things go more smooth. Interesting. ENO says, I'm just watching the fire right now. Jar, it's up to you, but it's not good for you to watch that stuff. Yeah, but the same applies to you. I do want you taking this to heart. Jar, you are such a good person. You bring tears to my eyes by saying that. But the beast thing for you to do is to finish that video. I'll help you guys edit if you need it. Soph's birthday has happened, so for now the video is on hold. I'm just working on my sprites. Jar, alright, have fun. I don't know. All of this is incredibly bizarre to me. I don't understand. I haven't spoken to Soph. I don't know why Jar needed another video done, especially if you're going to have ENO there. That's incredibly weird. Incredibly weird. Like, here's the thing about Jar, right? He talks about, like, oh, people are going to keep talking about me. People are going to keep doing this, keep doing that. I believe at this point in time, he was still messing up. He still kept on having L after L after L. Yes, of course, people are going to be critical of you, right? People are not just hating on you to hate. People are not just making money off you just to make money. If people have valid criticisms to give you, That is what's going to occur, okay? Sure, there I won't deny there's going to be aspects of that, right? But Jesus Christ. Okay, let's continue. Da, 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 da. I drew this whilst listening to your thing. Da, 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 da. Interesting design. Thanks. Listen, I know it looks grim, but your video will turn everything around for you. I'm sure of it. I just wish I reached out to you before that leak happened. Yeah. Well, I don't even know what would have changed, to be honest. I don't actually know what would have changed. Like, the evidence was right there. You have an interaction between a grown-ass adult and a 14-year-old, 13-year-old in a sexual context, right? And getting them to read the material. I don't know what more would have changed with a conversation with ENO at that point. Remember, Jar doesn't care about friendship. He likes to treat people like tools. He would throw them away as well. Very true. Very, very true. Absolutely. Says, I know, but I'm happy we can talk, :3. I'm just all over the place currently. Jar. I'm here if you need to vent. It's the least I can do. I'm gonna be okay, Jar. Really. Oh, fuck. That's good to hear. I'm glad. I've been worried about listening to our call over and over again. Jesus. I'm just upset more with Lio, but I'm not really upset, just conflicted. Jar, tell me about it. I'm here to listen. We are dyslexic, sorry, for bad grammar. I'm just watching his stream. I don't think people are evil or whatever. Oh, I don't like thinking people are evil or whatever. Jar, I understand. They can be very mean, but it's nothing I haven't heard before. Yeah, 'cause you're a fucking idiot and you deserve the criticism. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I don't like him playing like crybaby about this. I don't think it's fair to call Jar a pedophile unless there's worse DMs to come. However, that doesn't make whatever this is any better. It's manipulative in the best scenario and worse because it's with a minor. Yeah, I don't know if people are saying that in the chat, but again, I want to make it clear, Jar is not a pedophile. I don't like that idea. Jar should be criticized for the things he should be criticized for. He's not a pedophile. Like, come on, guys, please. It's like, we get on other people for like falsely accusing people. I think it's only fair we give Jar at least that courtesy, right? But yeah, let's see. Da, 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 da. Says, I know I just want everything to be okay for everyone. Jar, that's very innocent of you. Awful phrasing. I wish for that as well. By the way, other than me and Soph, has anyone else reached out to you? Come on. I wish I just had these copied. Lio and Ponder. Oh boy. Yen, stop hitting the fucking mic. I'm not, it's my mouse. It's my mouse. Leave my mic alone. Okay? Lio and Ponder, and also I've known Soph way before this, lol. But if they reach out through Soph, same way you did. Jar, thought it would be those two. I didn't see them on your friends list. I guess it was a different Discord. What did they ask you about or say to you? They are on my friends list. I'm in a group chat with them and Soph. Jar, I see. I know. Also, Lio didn't ask me many questions, I don't think. We didn't even call. Not that I mind. He seems uncomfortable talking without Soph being there. And Ponder asked a bunch of questions about Cinny. Lio doesn't think I should talk to you, but I want to I want you to have a chance at redemption. Maybe that's not my choice. It never is. Interesting. Jar, I assume this happened when after he's having a stroke here. I assuming this happened when after the my Cine Bear video dropped. But it is up to you. I got into contact with Lio on the 12th of the 25th, 24. Jar, that's a yes then. Interesting. And Ponder on the 30th. Jar, can't believe that was 9 months ago. Time flies. Feels like it's frozen around me. Why do you ask? Tell me about it. Jar, I just want to know. I just want to keep track of everything. Right, okay. I think that forgiving people is more difficult than giving up on people, because when you give up on someone, it is easier for you to be disappointed. But when you care and believe, it's harder, but just because it's harder doesn't mean I can't try. Because it takes guts to believe in someone. It's easier to give up. I don't think it's all too innocent sometimes. It's not like I'm naive. I'm just not incredulous. I don't know if that makes sense. Are you gonna get mad at them? No, I'm not. I'm a little upset that Lyle keeps making people cut others off. Proof? Fucking proof? It's like he doesn't want me to have a chance at coming back at all. I wonder why. Anyway, do you believe me when I say I was trying to reach out to you before the video got leaked? That's quite manipulative. That is quite manipulative. Really? You tried to reach out? Is there proof of that? Because I don't believe that for a second. Unless there's proof with this, I don't feel a reason to believe this claim that Jar's making. That's quite manipulative, if you ask me. Also, thank you very much, Francis, for the $5 US. Jar, I'm terminal online. Yes, I am. Also, much like war, Jar never changes. So true. So true. Jar, why are you a 30-year-old man talking to a 15-year-old at 12 a.m.? True. Very true. I think it's just a case of it's easier to call this behavior predatory, not because people actually think it. Okay. Yeah. Jar definitely isn't a PDF. This conversation is giving work for me vibes, like they're interning for a new job almost. Yeah, they're clearly trying to gain a relationship. Probably the wrong wording, sorry. They're trying to gain a friendship with ENO, right? I don't want my words getting twisted here. They're definitely trying to gain something more than just, hey guys, it's me, Jar. I'm going to apologize to ENO, and I let them vent to me, and that was it. This is more than that. This is a bit more than what he was saying on the Queenman stream. Absolutely, absolutely. Do I expect Queenman to cut Jar off for this? No, but I just find this kind of thing quite interesting that he would go out and say like, yeah, I let this minor vent to me, and that was about it, and I apologized, and that was it. When it was clearly a bit more than that. If it was like a span of a day, I probably wouldn't care as much, right? You just had the conversation and that's it. But that's clearly not the case. Not the case at all. Do 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 do. Let's see. Yes, I want to believe you had the best intentions, brother. I'm sorry to say, but he really didn't. He really didn't. Let's see. Do 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 do. Skip. Da, 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 da. Jar says, thank you so much. With everyone screaming at me, sometimes I don't believe it myself. Interesting. I get it. I mean, I know people are supposed to be critical, but this is just apathetic. Jar, I just felt like I made everything in your life worse for you, and I didn't mean to. That is exactly what you did. Look, I'm not upset with you, Jar. It didn't make my life worse, if that's what you're worried about. You have a choice, and you chose to do better, and that's what counts. It shows you're human, you make mistakes, sure, but it's your choice to grow, and both of those things are undeniably human. It shows you're flawed, but that's okay, because you want to do something about it, and that makes you 10 times better than any of the people who refuse to change, and it makes you 20 times better than people who pretend that they aren't flawed. I mean, it is a sweet sentiment, right? But I will say this, and I think I said this. Oh my god, my chair is squeaky today. I said this before, right? I think I've said this like months and months ago when we were first covering like the Jar stuff, right? When I got into it, I think that the way Jar did the most harm, or one of the ways Jar did the most harm with like his involvement with the Cine Bear stuff, is it dragged away focus from what Cine Bear did. Every single person was talking about just a robot. All of the people, again, I'm not going to pretend here and say that Cine Bear wasn't talked about, right? But it was mainly Jar being talked about because of his stupid antics that he kept doing consistently. It was less so about Cinebear and became more about what the fuck Jar did. That's what he did. It like derived, it took away like efforts away from like the Cinebear stuff, and it was more focused on Jar. Get some WD-40 for your chair, Yan? Yeah, I need to get a new one. I need to get a new chair. I've had this for a while. Hmm. I was just about to say, why is Jar venting to a 15-year-old about his issues? Yeah, that's the main issue. That is absolutely the main issue I'm having with this. Da, 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 da. Jar says, thank you, that means a lot. I've been trying to focus on learning from my mistakes and moving forward, and hearing this honestly helps more than you know. I'm far from perfect, but I want to keep growing, and that means a lot that you can see that. Eno says, I just want to make you understand something before anything else. Please don't internalize what others say. People online don't know that you as a person, and frankly, they often don't care to. Many comments come from a place of assumptions based on how they perceive you, and in some cases, it almost seems like they're waiting for you to fail. They want to put you into a neat little box, one that fits their version of who you are. The reality, though, is far more complex. People are nuanced, and growth should be welcomed, as should mistakes. I'm not saying that every critique comes from a place of bitterness or malice. Constructive criticism can be valuable. But no matter how old you are, you deserve this place to grow, to learn, and to make mistakes. No one is beyond redemption as long as you are willing to change and evolve. You're never stuck as the person others may expect you to be. Interesting. Except this is a 30-year-old man who has had multiple years of experience on the internet. I fucking Christ. I don't know. And even if you try to talk about Cine alone, you kind of can't without mentioning Jar or Kumo. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Cine effectively was able to throw blame onto Jar, Kumo, and Birdie due to their multiple blunders. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What does a 15-year-old need to explain to someone who is in their 30s? Again, yes. Jar is getting like a pity party from a 15-year-old when he has a fucking grown-ass girlfriend to talk about his issues with. It's ridiculous. Go talk to your wife. Stop talking to the minor. Go talk to your fully grown wife. What are you talking about, dude? What are you doing? I was watching the stream on my computer and it just crashed. Yan, what did you do? I got hungry for the wires. Okay, I got hungry for the wires. Okay. Jar says, thank you for saying that. I really do appreciate it. You're right. People online usually only see one version of me, not the full picture. The thrill of the double laugh. Anyway. And it's easier to get caught up in what they say. I know I've made mistakes, but I'm trying to take the criticism that actually helps me improve, whilst not letting the rest eat at me. I want to keep growing, even if it's not perfect or immediate. Hearing reminders like this helps keep me in perspective, so thank you. Interesting. Any more? Whoa, okay. Let's get this going. Eno says, hey Jar. Jar says, hey, this, this, hey, I this not to follow through with uploading our call. Can we talk? I have nobody ready to go to. Oh, God. That sounds pathetic of me, but I just don't know. Don't message Soph, please. And again, he's made it so the minor is now relying on him. This isn't grooming, by the way. I know what that sounds like. What I'm saying is it's a problem when it's Jar in talking to the minor who basically he ruined their life for the past few months, right? And actively discredited their accusations. Like, I don't know. I don't think out of all the people Eno should be turning to, I don't think it should be just the robot. This is fucked. Da 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 da. I think Sophie's gone from the internet, to be honest. I'm just lost. I'm so lost. I don't know what to do. She talks to me on Instagram, but I blocked her. Jar says, oh, what happened, Tell me what's wrong, and I'll do my best I can do to help. Says, me and Soph are making that video I told you we were, because she decided not to finish it and said she doesn't feel right posting it. It made me so upset because that was my chance. Jar, I understand that must have been upsetting. I'm so sorry that happened to you on top of everything else. ENO says, this happened a while back, but ever since then, every time we talked, we won't stop arguing. Last night, I had a BPD split with her, and it's just going down the hill since. I don't know how to explain it via text. I'm sorry, I do bearing calls. I know you're probably busy, but I just don't know. I don't like Lio. I don't like Jack. I just don't know who will be here to hear me out anymore. Okay. Hang on, I'm having internet problems. Give me a second. Alright, I got the problem with the internet fixed. Let me just finish cleaning up my house and I'll try to call you if you're free. Says, okay, thank you. Just let me know when you're available. Okay, I'm sorry for messaging you randomly and maybe freaking you out about whatever just happened, but I think I'm in a better mood and I don't need to call anymore. I just talked to a mutual friend about of me and Sos, and they gave me some pretty decent advice. By the way, if you're wondering why I had unfriended you, I just do that randomly for no apparent reason. I wouldn't really overthink about it. I'm not doing much. Jar says, alright, but I'm still here if you need to talk. I just finished cleaning. Thank you so much. I'm glad I have an outlet to go to. Jar. I like to think that whenever you clean your room, it's like cleaning up space in your own head. Jar says, it's more of a responsibility, but I still would like to VC so you can catch me up on everything. Try to find time, blah blah blah. It's just about it. Oh god. Jar says, sounds good to me to update you on my end. I'm living with my GF now, and someone threatened to dox her. On a happy note, we got a kitten. Why are you bringing this up to the minor? Why are you talking about all of this? This is not something they should have to worry about. This is not something you should be venting about to them. You should not be letting this be open as a possibility. What the hell are you doing, Jar? Genuinely. Genuinely. What the hell? One thing I would like to ask of you, I know, is that are you and Soph doing all right now? I'm still a little lost on what happened. Do you know what this is? Oh, I don't know what that shame is. But anyway, that's the jar content. Overall, right, I don't know why Jar felt a need to do this. Again, all he needed to do, if he felt the need to, was to apologize to ENO, and that was it. That's all he needed to do. He did not need to go ahead and vent to the miner. He did not need to let the miner vent to him. That was it. That's all he needed to do. I do not think anything predatory happened here, but I think either it was his intention or not, it came off quite manipulative. He was trying to form some kind of relationship or friendship. And to be honest, it makes me wonder like what he would have done with that. In the sense of would he have used them as like some way of like getting some credibility back? Because that seems to be the general gist of things. Did you see the chibi stuff I sent you? I have not. I'll have a look. Why is my throat so sore? I need another drink. But yeah, that's what I think about the new jar stuff. It's very interesting. Again, shocker, right? I think jar can change. I think it's a bit weird that he downplayed this to Queeman, in terms of his interactions with ENO. But yeah. Yummers. Got White Monster. Okay. Okay. That is that. We are going to be getting caught back up on the Birdman. Okay? I'm very excited for this. We are going to be doing it in this order. So, if you guys remember last time, right? We learned about the Birdman's drama. Where, from my understanding, he had the intention of doxing, I believe, what was his name? Yellow Flash? I think it was something along those lines. But he got the information wrong, and it turned out to have been a random person with cancer. And there was also the stuff in his Discord server, which Nightmares talked about. Now, I am doing it in the wrong order. I believe there is a Harmful Opinions video to look out as well. Let's see. Nope, not this one. Watching that later. Go away. Go away. He did do a response, but I believe there was some more stuff. Oh my god, I'm getting... No. Thank you. Thank you. We're gonna go over this first. Nightmares did a follow-up video before he did his response, I believe. I believe so, anyway. I believe so. I'm going insane. I'm actually going insane. No, sorry. Harmful Opinions did a video after Nightmares video. I got so confused because Nightmares is on the screen. Oh my god, my brain. My brain. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm such a fucking bimbo. Okay. Let's actually get into it, okay? It looked like the DMs were from November of last year, so Jar just had some time. So Jar has had some time. It would be interesting to see if he responds, though. Yeah. Yeah. I know he has seen Ace's stream. I believe he left a comment on it, where these were shown. But I don't know if he actually saw these DMs being shown. I need to put my fan on, because... Oh my god, it's so warm in here. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Let's get into it, okay?
Be something to look for, as well as providing me access to the server and an archive of the server. Hello, Birdman. You're not familiar with me, but I am unfortunately growing more and more familiar with you. And I would have asked you about this first, but you already have me blocked on Twitter, so I imagine you don't want me to contact you. I believe that everyone makes mistakes, and especially with the passage of time, people can learn and grow. However, if we look at that like a little timer, the space for growth, if someone defends past mistakes, or perhaps things that weren't actually mistakes, and especially if they lie about those past mistakes, in my eyes that timer sort of resets, goes back to 0. Future nightmares may...
And also, guys, real quick, I've just noticed there are 95 of you currently watching. Oh my god, thank you so much, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, okay? We're on the road to 2k. I think we can hit it by the end of the year, okay? We cover a lot of different drama, okay? A lot of different stuff. I covered some ACC stuff. That's what a lot of my videos are. I'm going to try and branch out. I believe after the Ponder video, I'm going to be looking at something a bit different, okay? I believe it's a topic we've already covered on the channel, but I kind of want to make a video talking about it, because there's some aspects of the drama, or at least the earlier stages of it, that weren't really, like, explained very well. So I think it could be quite funny. Shorter video, right? That's the premise, right? I want to do shorter content, because these longer videos are kind of killing me. I won't lie. If you notice my upload schedule for videos. But yeah, like, subscribe, donate if you wish, and watch as I avoid knocking over my monster can. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Let's continue.
A video or two about the Birdman, and one of them covers something that was going on in his Discord server. I'm going to be honest, it was kind of a mid-attack. But Birdman, you like fighting games. In Tekken, what happens when you try to duck a mid-attack? In defending himself against Future Nightmare's claims, the Birdman has told an insane lie. Well, to be fair, he said a lot of stuff that's true, but the most important parts are lies. And the things he said that are true mean he must know he's lying. Let's go over it real quick. He's talking about his Discord server and its start.
As you can see, when I announced the server, I got 10 likes, and that was about the same amount of people who initially joined that server.
Yep, sure, he'd go on to promote it in various videos, but especially at first, it was not very big. It would seem a little bit more than literally 10 within a day, but not massive.
My point is, at the point in which I created the server, I was a tiny creator with a tiny audience, but...
Guess that's relative and depends on perspective, but sure enough, fine.
Yeah, I mean, on perspective, right, you have, what, 36,000 subs? That's quite a lot. I mean, from my perspective at least, that's quite a lot. Like, dude, okay.
I'll grant you that.
We were somewhat close-knit, being a smaller community.
This seems true, and remember this, because this is actually quite bad for the Birdman.
Back then, I basically knew everyone in my server, as these were the hardcore fans I'd gained up to that point.
Again, yes, he certainly knew them.
Oh, that is him responding to that. Shit. Guys, I'm so sorry. I've got, like, the worst order possible so far. Dude, I'm so sorry. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna watch this and get on with it. I thought I had these in the right order. I clearly didn't. I'm so sorry, everyone. And this is the Nightmares video. This isn't even the right video. Guys, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm actually going insane. Oh my god. Dude, I swear I'm more prepared than this. This is awful. This is what I get for having no issues at the start of stream, okay? This is what I get. This is what I deserve, apparently. We'll get back to that. I promise, we'll get back to that. We're gonna look at his response. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. God damn it, guys. I'm so sorry.
Your old Uncle Birdman had a wild weekend as a couple things happened and the worst people imaginable are attempting to capitalize on them. Some of you may have heard about them, some of you may have even seen what I've said about them, but some of you may not. So, I'm here to set the record straight. I am currently being pilloried by a couple content creators who have made it their life's goal to find a gotcha on me,
Do you need help? I do. I need so much help. I need, like, mental help.
and they believe they've found that gotcha. I assure you, they have not. I'll start from the top. I made a joke tweet teasing the critical drinker, something I do all the time because he is a joke, but sadly, he is a joke that people take very seriously. This is the tweet I'd made where I say that Drinker had not tweeted about the Odyssey,
Oh my god, we're not talking about the fucking Odyssey. Fuck off, bro. I did not mean to double click. Damn it.
film he and his cohorts were obviously hoping would fail. Drinker had made a video where his main points were that the dislikes on the trailer, which are fake, by the way, somehow reflects a mainstream backlash against the movie and that the casting of certain actors could potentially alienate viewers. In other words, predicting a flop without predicting a flop, and later hedging his bet by saying Nolan's name could sell the film, but that it wouldn't surpass Oppenheimer,
I guess, bro.
which it's currently on track to do. It's your bog standard doublespeak grift video from Will, playing the plausible deniability game, but nudging and winking just enough so that if this film did flop, he could point and say, "I told you so" about the cast and the dislikes. My tweet was in reference to the film receiving rave reviews from the critics and audience and making
Okay.
a boatload of money, defying the core thesis of his video and all other grifter videos on the film. This tweet blew up, garnering responses from other grifters and Will himself, all trying to tell me that Will was on vacation and that's why he couldn't tweet. You know, things that don't make sense, especially given the fact that Will tweets all the time while on vacation.
No.
It's obvious that he
anyway.
was hiding from the success of the Odyssey and using the pretense of being on vacation.
Hiding from the success of the Odyssey. This is great. This is great. You know, this is the third drama Harmful Opinions has successfully one guide a drama. Bro is kind of on a roll. So true.
As a reason not to pick up his cell phone and type a couple words. One of the grifters that responded to me was Yellow Flash.
Yellow Flash.
And
that
here
was
we
it.
get to the first of the things I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Flash and I go back and forth on Twitter a few times, throwing jabs at each other until one of my audience members posts a meme in one of the comment threads. This meme is now deleted, but the core idea of the meme was that grifters should get beat up. Flash
Okay.
responds to that tweet with something along the lines of, "You don't have the gas." He was basically insinuating that my audience member was fat and out of shape and basically couldn't handle him in a fight.
No.
I remind you, it was a fucking meme. Here's where I jump in to point out that Yellow Flash is also a guy that is out of shape. To prove this, I Google Yellow Flash 2 real face.
Okay.
Google Images pops this up. The first 4 results are all Reddit results, the first and fourth of which are showing a man's face. I click the first and fourth link and they take me to the same Reddit thread that is over a year old.
Okay, here we
This
go.
thread lists Yellow Flash's apparent name, his general location, and these images of a portly man. I read through the thread and find zero pushback on the fact that this may not be him. I then perform a Google search on the name that is listed in that thread, and Google's AI confirms the name as Yellow Flash's name.
We're not for real right now. We're not for real. What is his first name? Are we really doing this now? Keep in mind, right, guys, the identity that he got was of a random guy who has cancer. Are we so for real right now?
Along with a link to one of Yellow Flash's videos that I did not click. It's at this point I decide that this is Yellow Flash's face and
But yeah, the doxing tool known as Google. The doxing tool known as Google AI summary. I wonder, right? I wonder I'm not gonna search it now. But here's the thing with like Google overview, right? Because I've used it sometimes before, but what I end up doing is I will click on the little like there'll be a little link icon, right? It might even be here. Or I might it says +1 there, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you click that link, it would direct you to that Reddit thread when talking about his identity. Because it does do that. It will like be like a thing where it directs you to a Reddit thread, and I'm like, okay, so this is like probably not. This is probably this information is probably not correct. Right? this information is probably not correct, and I probably need to look into it a bit deeper. So yeah, really moronic, really moronic. But again, I can't prove that. And why is it not playing?
It's at this point I decide that this is Yellow Flash's face and real name, so I screenshot the image and post a response on Twitter pointing out that Flash is also out of shape and basically shouldn't be throwing stones in glass houses. Now, you might have noticed I'm not saying or showing the name in this video so far. This is because it turns out this image was not of Yellow Flash, which immediately causes him to quote tweet and proclaim that I did exactly what Angry Joe apparently did, and posted the same image of a person who was not Yellow Flash, but of an apparent regular guy who Flash met and who is suffering from cancer. In response, I screenshot the Reddit thread to show my source. This screenshot had a name and a general area. This caused Flash's fans and people who literally follow my Twitter account around just to hate to say that I doxed a man suffering from cancer. Now, let's pause and talk about doxing.
Okay, bro. You had the intent to, okay? You had the intent to find this guy's face? Is it doxing? Okay. I would say yes. I would say yes. You've looked up this guy's face and identity, something that is clearly not public, right? You have looked at face analysis crap, right? From like a convention to try and identify this guy, or the source was to try and identify who he is, right? You're trying to reveal his face and his personal identity when what we could see there, he was hiding his face at conventions all the time. Yes, I would probably say that was doxing. That's most likely. That's probably the word I would use to describe it. Yes.
To the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, or FIRE, doxing is the intentional release of an individual's personal identifying information without the person's permission, usually with intent to retaliate or intimidate. Notice that it says intentional.
That's what you did. You had the intent, but you got the wrong result. Like, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Again, we'll relook at this. The intentional release of an individual's personally identifiable information without the person's permission, usually with the intent to retaliate or intimidate. So I guess if we're not calling it doxing, the intent to dox, right? Because the only thing is that he got the information wrong, right? That's what he did. He basically said this guy with cancer who he did not like, right? This guy with cancer was actually Yellow Flash guy, with the intention of humiliation and harassment. That is absolutely what he was doing in that situation. Absolutely.
Usually with intent to retaliate or intimidate. Notice that it says intentional and intent.
You had the intent. That was your intent.
I am from California, and thus I am subject to California's laws. Here is what California's laws say about doxing, which is specifically covered under California Penal Code 653.2. Every person who, with intent to place another person in reasonable fear for his or her safety, yada yada yada, causing that other person unwanted physical contact, injury, or harassment by a third party, yada yada yada, can be subject to all these forms of punishment. You'll notice California law also states intent. On this law firm's website, they clarified that doxing, according to Penal Code 653.2, must be an act with intent of subjecting someone to harassment.
That was the intent, yes.
So, according to this information, I have factually not doxed anyone because I mistakenly shared an image of a person who I thought was Yellow Flash, a public figure. I did not intend for anyone—
His face isn't public.
—to harass the gentleman in the photograph, and it's impossible—
Yes, you did.
—for anyone to have done so for the next reason.
I don't know, would we say mocking someone for their face, the way they look? Would we say identifying someone using a picture of their face and basically being like, this is you, bro, you look ugly, right? Would that be a harassment? Surely it would be a lower level of harassment, right? But I guess the intent would be there. I don't know, bro. His intent was to intimidate, retaliate, and humiliate Yellow Flash with what he thought was his dox, and ended up doxing someone with cancer. Even under California law, Birdman is guilty. Yeah. He meant to using Google to look for his PII. Yeah, he is looking for PII. Absolutely. Absolutely.
This claim is ridiculous. No personal information has been shared.
Yes, because you got it wrong. Because you got it wrong. What you did is you got harassment levied towards the guy with cancer, right? Or sorry, there was intent for that, right?
Spoke earlier about the name in the screenshot, and that name in the screenshot is Kevin. Kevin is Yellow Flash's real first name. On live streams, you can see he uses his real name, Kevin Flash. So you see, the only thing I showed in the
Okay.
screenshot was the image of a guy. That's not doxing. Otherwise, every single video.
Wait, so Flash is... Wait, is Flash shown his face before? So wait, he got it wrong either way. Hold on. So is this what Yellow Flash guy looks like? And he got the information wrong. And then Doc's a different guy. So he could have just looked at any of his streams and used the picture from there. Instead, he used that. That's great.
So you see, the only thing I showed in the screenshot was the image of a guy. That's not doxing. Otherwise, every single video on the internet where random people appear would be doxing, and we all know that's a ridiculous proposition. Now, you're probably thinking, well, what about the location that was in the screenshot? The person who created the Reddit thread was piecing together information that had already been floating around about Yellow Flash. They were not revealing the location of the gentleman in the photograph, which is why they give a very large geographic area in the Reddit thread instead of a specific location. After doing some digging, I can confirm the location mentioned on Reddit is one people were already regularly attributing to Yellow Flash, which I won't be publicly saying here in this
So you actively looking for PII on Yellow Flash again. Interesting.
video. So, I didn't share the name of the man in the image, nor the location of the man in the image. I have proven there is no actual doxing here, as I never intended anyone to harass anyone, nor was any actual personal information shared. The best you can say here is I got two people mixed up. And in my defense,
Nice one.
that was an incredibly easy thing to do. Flash
No, it wasn't.
responded to my image with a video where he revealed his face to me. I grabbed a screenshot, and when you compare it with the man in the photograph, it's easy to see how the person who made the Reddit post thought this was Yellow Flash.
Are we serious? Are we deadly? Are we deadly serious? That's the same guy to me, guys. I think he wins. I think he wins.
Defending my audience member, post his actual photo this time, and restate my original tweet about him being out of shape, the same thing he was claiming about someone else. So, as you can see,
He doesn't even look very out of shape. What are we talking about? Hi, Ivy.
I'm sorry, this guy's fucking retarded if he thinks these two men look the same.
Yeah, that's what I was just showing. Yeah, it's
I know.
ridiculous.
I had to say it for the chat.
Yeah, the voice of the chat spoken. Goodbye, cat. Back in the box.
the claim that I doxed someone is unequivocally false. In order to dox someone, you have to have intent. That intent has to be malicious, and you have to post identifying information about that person. None of that happened. But it gets a little deeper. I decided to look into what happened with Angry Joe, and I came across this interaction. In this screenshot, you can see that Joe and a Twitter user are discussing the time Joe posted the exact same image I did, also under the assumption the image was of Yellow Flash.
Right.
In this screenshot, the Twitter user makes the claim that Yellow Flash is the only source for the claim that the person in the photo has cancer, because Flash apparently met that guy. So this entire time, a guy who has all the incentive to lie is the only source for the claim.
Oh, that's so ridiculous. Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up. What do you mean intent to lie? Hold on. What is the incredible mental gymnastics we have to do here, right? Because of this, we have to have the assumption that Yellow Flash guy, right? Okay. Yellow Flash guy had to assume people would go ahead and confuse his identity for this guy and then attribute on to the fact that he had cancer. Even if this guy didn't have cancer, even if this guy didn't have cancer, right? The complaints will still apply, right? It's just an additional factor that this guy also has cancer, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Sure, it's worse, right? You look like more of a fucking dickhead, right? Because the guy's suffering. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change the facts of the situation, right? It's just such a weird thing to hide behind. I don't know why he's trying to do this. He wants proof of cancer, otherwise he's not guilty. He's a retard. Yeah. Yeah. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, do you want him just to pull up a card being like, guys, I have cancer? Or what are you talking about? This is ridiculous.
The man in that photograph has cancer. Until Flash posts actual evidence that this man is suffering from cancer,
Shut the fuck up. You are insane. You're insane. Okay, guys, until the Birdman posts proof that he's not a pedophile, he is any... I'm not saying that. Like, do you see the insane leaps in logic, right, that we're doing here? Do we see the insane leaps in logic? Also, hi, Kin screaming. Welcome in. This is ridiculous. Until Birdman shows proof that he is not a green monster, okay, with orange-colored hair, who like growls and grits his teeth like every single day of the week, okay, I'm gonna believe it's this. Fuck off, bro.
can treat this claim as dubious at best. I remind you,
Okay.
the image I and Joe shared has been floating around for at least a year, and in April of this year, you can see another Twitter user shared this image, claiming this was Flash, and that Flash has been denying this was him even before Angry Joe posted the image.
Yeah, so why would you believe that it was him? Like,
So how is it possible that I have doxed this man when this image has been making the rounds on Twitter months before I ever posted it, and at least a year on Reddit? The
intent to spread a dark stan, okay? Like, we can keep going with this, right? We can keep going with this. It still fits the bill of something you shouldn't have done. I don't understand. I don't understand, man. Like, bro.
name in the screenshot is actually Flash's name, not the man in the photo. The location is apparently Flash's location, not the man in the photo. And since people have been attributing this image to Flash for a year, and he's been denying it for at least that long, it would make sense for him to make up a story about cancer to
Would it though? Would it? Would it though? Would it make sense? Would it make sense at all? I bet that even if Birdman was presented with a picture of the guy with cancer with chemotherapy appointment, Birdman would still say he wants proof. True. He wants to see, like, the blood scans, okay? He wants to see the tumor. Like, fuck off, bro.
make anyone sharing this image sound worse. Now, I freely admit that's a theory, but until
Yeah, you
Flash
sound
provides
insane.
solid evidence, it seems to me he's using cancer to weaponize empathy against anyone sharing.
You're so fucking retarded. I've never seen this levels of retardation on this planet so far. This is insane, dude. This is absolutely insane, right? Either Yellow Flash is a supervillain. See why I did that. Or, like, I don't understand. I don't understand, bro. This is ridiculous.
An image of a man that kinda looks like him. Now, on to the second thing you may have heard floating around about me. Some real losers are attempting to spread a claim about the safety of my Discord server.
here we go.
More specifically, that it's unsafe for minors.
Because it is.
Now, this one makes me laugh because of how
Okay.
ridiculous it is, but I'll try to be at least half serious. Ever since I started the Exposing the Grift series, I've had these smaller,
Exposing the grifts? Where have I heard that one before? Noah, they're stealing your formula.
unknown creators taking shots at me in their futile attempt at making a name for themselves. I've even dunked on a few of them, but they have been restless in their attempt at finding a gotcha on me, so much so that they've taken to invading all of my social media platforms
No.
and spying and waiting for
No.
a slip up. And they think they found one this time.
They
I
did.
created my Discord in December of 2018. I didn't really know what it was. It was something people had been asking me to create for a while, and I just sort of relented as I saw it as another way to engage with my audience, which in 2018 was tiny, by the way. As you can see, when I announced the server, I got 10 likes, and that was about the same amount of people who initially joined that server. My
Okay.
point is, at the point in which I created the server, I was a tiny creator with a tiny audience, but we were somewhat close-knit, being a smaller community. Back then, I basically knew everyone in my server, as these were the hardcore fans I'd
Interesting.
gained up to that point. These were people I spoke to all the time on my channel and on Twitter, some of whom were my actual real-life friends. Needless to say, these people were all adults, and they all knew me and what I was about. At that time, I was just becoming known for my Everything Wrong with CinemaSins series, a comedy series I created to poke fun at one of my favorite YouTube channels, CinemaSins.
Ah,
In
fuck.
those videos, I routinely make blue jokes.
Okay, bro. Thank you very much, Just Nix, for the $2 of a toxic gossip train. So fucking true. Thank you for the donation. Very kind. Guys, we're far away from reaching the goal. We can hit it this stream. Towards my house. Let's go.
I'm famous for never featuring the number 69 in those videos and instead some form of sexual innuendo. My point is, I regularly make sexual jokes in my videos, lampooning CinemaSins' penchant for blue or sexual humor. The series is to do to CinemaSins what they do to movies, after all.
Okay, but what does this tell me about your Discord server? Okay.
So, this is something I became known for. Now, I said all of that to say, 4 days after I created my server, the chatters and I were talking about anime. A chatter makes a wink wink nudge.
I haven't seen any anime. What should I watch? Should I watch any? Someone says, but if anyone asks, we're a family. Ooh, anime. I would say yes. A lot of anime is really good depending on what you're into. Birdman says, highly recommend High Score Girl. I don't know what that is. We all know what the best anime genre is, winky face. Birdman says, but I'm a fighting game fan, so that really spoke to me. Blank has Hentai Haven as his #1 bookmark on Chrome. Interesting. Very PG. Very PG, okay? Very PG server. Very PG server. Again, what would happen, right? Kid sees this, right? They look it up. What are they gonna find? Interesting.
Nudge joke that anime porn is the best anime genre, to which I responded that this chatter's #1 bookmark.
Are they saying that though? Actually, actually, is this a self-report? Hold on. They did a winky face, right? They did a winky face. Okay. Sure, could mean something sexual, but you then had to go out and take it the extra mile. Interesting.
Is Hentai Haven. There's a bit of missing context in this conversation. A user who isn't a part of the server anymore basically insinuates that anime sucks and that they don't like it for a silly reason. I don't remember the exact wording they used, and I'm assuming they got banned by one of my mods because all of the.
I don't remember the wording they used. But you grabbed this screenshot. Huh? Birdman, what are you doing? Again, right, it's kind of a weird point to make on my end, but still. You're the one who found this screenshot, right? You grabbed this. What do you mean you don't remember? You can just scroll up, have a look, and see what the context is, buddy. Very interesting.
Their comments are deleted, but their response prompted me to post 2 messages, the first of which is me stating that there's anime for everyone, and to circle back to the earlier joke I made about Hentai Haven.
There is literally an anime for every human being on Earth. It encompasses a wide swath of genres. So dare I say you don't like anime is to say you don't like art medium animation. Not true. If you like Blade Runner, watch Ghost in the Shell. If you like action, watch Dragon Ball. If you like porn, Hentai Haven has you covered. Something for everyone, lol. So you are directing minors where to go to watch pornographic material. This is a defense video, by the way.
Is what prompted an abject moron to claim my server is unsafe for minors. A joke I made about Hentai Haven back in 2019.
Yeah, I shouldn't have made it. Thank you very much, Francis, for the $5. Birdman's behavior to Yellow Flash and other media grifters feels a-loggy/parasocial to me. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, this isn't the first time he's done this, right? Especially with, like, pulling up pictures of people. I believe he did this to Kino Flex. Again, Kino wasn't, like, a dox. That was something that was public, from my understanding. But again, it's not the first time he's tried doing this. Absolutely not. It's absolutely not the first time he's tried doing this.
Stupidity of this nonsense makes my ass itch. I've
Yeah.
noticed that ever since the Exposing the Grift videos, people have forgotten that I cut my teeth on YouTube telling jokes exactly like this one. Hell, I made the same joke this year in my K-pop Demon Hunters video.
These K-pop manslaughterers will now leave this unguided missile of a plane to kill whomever it decides to land on.
They're K-pop Demon Hunters, not J-pop airplane landers. The latter didn't get a wide release as there are only 2 episodes on Hentai Hate. This is why my Discord is unsafe for minors. Because I told a
Yes.
joke about anime 7 years ago to 15 to 20 adults. And
Interesting. We'll see how true that stands.
finally, the third thing, easily the stupidest one. In 2021, I uploaded a video to my channel of me dealing with an extremely rude manager of a Domino's pizza location.
Okay.
I'm not going to play the entire 14-minute video here, but the long and
I do not know about this one. Interesting.
short of it is that I had received an email from a Domino's Pizza about some expiring points I had, decided to use those points, which earned me a free pizza, and the location that was set to deliver the pizza to me basically decided they didn't want to deliver a free pizza. This resulted in the manager lying to me over the span of 2 phone calls, canceling my order for no reason that could be articulated to me, and verbal abuse from this person on the second phone call. So I decided to drive down to the location and confront the manager about his behavior. The
Oh, you're so brave. You're so brave and strong, buddy.
entire encounter of which I recorded. Upon meeting me, the manager completely changes his tone, lies about who called me on the phone even though I recognized his fucking voice, and basically tries to bullshit me because he definitely did not expect me to actually come down there. I gave
No, I didn't get my free pizza. No, I didn't get my free pizza. Oh no. Shut the fuck up, dude. Calm down. Calm down, dude. Calm down. Yeah, notice the censor in this video. That's not the OG Rage clip. Interesting. He also posted the manager's face and full name on the vid. Crazy. Crazy fucking work. Okay? Crazy work. Gideon, take notes.
this guy a piece of my mind, and I don't even try to hide my frustration with him. Again, I recorded the entire interaction from the moment I got out of my car and the moment I went back to my car. And I posted this on my channel and on Twitter. Domino's saw the video, sent me a DM, and rectified the situation, which apparently went well enough that I deleted the original tweet. I don't really remember all the details as this was 5 fucking years ago. The funniest claim these idiots made about this situation, though, is that the guy at Domino's
crashes out hard at the Domino's manager and doesn't watch the video on stream. If someone has that, send it in my DMs.
Was a teenager. That was a grown-ass man, nearly bigger than me, and was the fucking manager of the location. He literally says that in the video.
You said your name is yes, and you're the manager at this location here in... You are? Correct. Okay, cool.
Are you starting to notice a pattern here, dear viewer? That these morons are digging into my past to find a gotcha, but all they found was a joke on Discord from 7 years ago?
And you screaming at a manager and saying his full legal name and leaking where he was working. And you also posting about hentai on your Discord server. But I'm sure there's more to be seen.
And a video I
Notice how he doesn't bring up any of the screenshots that Future Nightmares brings up in his video, by the way. It's interesting how that works.
Uploaded to my own YouTube channel 5 years ago. These are the so-called allegations against me. And some of you were wondering why I wasn't bothering with this stupidity. Well, it's because these are a bunch of nothing burgers that bigots and losers are trying to spin as something bigger than they are. This is the textbook
Bigots? Interesting.
Definition of an ad hominem, that my arguments against their favorite grifters are so fucking airtight that they have to dig in my Discord for 7-year-old jokes to make...
I don't even think that, like... I don't think that harmful. I don't even think Future Nightmares is a fan of Yellow Flash. I don't think so. Like, either way, right? I'm not. Okay? And you're like an insane person. Okay? This is insane. It was in the first Skitty video Harmful made about the Child Army. Oh, okay. Yeah, because we skipped over that and when we went over this. We went straight to the Skitty stuff. I might have to have a look back on that. Okay, thank you, Ace. Evil. Evil stuff. Okay, evil stuff.
It seemed like we talk about sexual things with minors. That I apparently made fun of a cancer patient.
You did.
That I won a fight against dominoes.
No.
Stop wasting my motherfucking time.
He's so scary, guys. He has so much aura. Okay. Fucking actual man-child. He's doing the fucking...
Stop wasting my motherfucking time, okay? You don't want to mess with me. You don't want to mess with the kitten because you're gonna get the claws.
It sounds like those AI voices, right? It sounds like this one AI voice I've seen someone use for, like, Dead by Daylight Instagram shorts, okay? That's what he sounds like.
You don't want to mess with me, okay? If I get hungry and I don't get my free dominoes, I will shoot up the location and I will dox the manager. You don't want to mess with me, bucko.
Fuck off, man. So weird.
Do not ping me, ever.
Jesus. Okay, is that the end of it? Thank God. Thank God, bro. Thank God. Okay. Sorry, what's that? Let me have a look. It's very clear y'all are new to Birdman because if you watch this exposing the group series, it's very clear who it's referring to and calling bigots. I mean, yeah, I am. I will say that. I'm saying y'all are too quick to judge him because you don't know him and don't have the full context of everything that happened to lead up to this. I mean, unless it's something actually serious, right? I'm not like trying to single you out, Big Boss, in the chat, right? But unless it's something actually, if it's something actually serious, right? If this guy like threatened to beat and rape his family or some shit, right? And did some like weird shit, okay? Fair enough, right? You have all the criticism he wants, right? If he's actually done something like criticizable, but if this is about media takes, I don't care, dude. I really don't. Like, if it's something like not related to media stuff, fair enough. There might be some legs to stand on. But this is what I mean, like I don't think it really matters the context that led up to this. I think it's definitely criticizable still. Absolutely. And I'm not saying that you're like denying that. Don't get it wrong, right? I just think this kind of like reaction is really weird. But we're gonna continue, okay? We're gonna continue. Which one shall we watch? We are watching this one. Okay, I've got the order right. So we watched a little bit of this. We're gonna get into it.
Some of them apparently pretty darn well.
These were people I spoke to all the time on my channel and on Twitter, some of whom were my actual real-life friends.
Again, alright, fine, I believe him.
Needless to say, these people were all adults.
And that's where I'm going to have to stop you, Birdman. He then covers what Future Nightmares brought up, which was a pretty weak attack. It was Birdman mentioning a hentai site. In the presence of minors, in a server that acknowledges the presence of minors, well, he likely knew there were minors. Okay, there's more to it than that, but I'd like to show you what he put on screen. My server/content isn't even for minors. Even though that's the case, we have rules in place just in case. Wonderful.
Interesting.
Acknowledges that minors can get in, it's not really for them, but you acknowledge they can get in, they might look at it, so you have rules in place to protect them. Cool. Well, not just you. Your mods protect them, yeah? One question, Birdman. How old were your mods? Or let me be more specific. How old was the very first person you appointed as a mod?
Ooh.
Let's take a look at that. We can go back to the start of the server and see people starting to join. Someone called Aluminum says, hello everyone, and Birdman says, sup brethren. 9 minutes later, Birdman says to Aluminium, I know you wanted to be a mod, Ali, so I'm going to grant you that permission. And Aluminum says, thanks Birdman. A couple minutes later, a user who goes by Howler's Moon asks how mods are being appointed, and Birdman explains that he is appointing people he's spoken to a lot. Like Birdman said, it was very tight-knit, these are people he knows very well. Back to my question, how old was this Ali fellow that Birdman knew very well, had spoken to a lot, and decided to appoint as a mod into his server that supposedly isn't meant for minors? Go ahead, take a guess. 3, 2, 1... 15.
Oh.
Just kidding. This message is from a year later. They were 14.
Bro.
These were people I spoke
Okay, bro. That's cooked. That is quite cooked. Why do you need a 14-year-old mod, dude? Interesting.
to all the time on my channel and on Twitter, some of whom were my actual real-life friends. Needless to say, these people were all adults.
To be fair, some of them were adults. A few months later, the Birdman made a user who goes by Pericles a mod. Congratulations on becoming a moderator, Pericles. The decision was made solely by me. I didn't consult with other mods. This Pericles fellow was 32 years old. Allow me to show you the interaction where I learned that. On September 14th, 2019, Aluminum's 15th birthday, he says, I thought the server got raided while I was taking a shower. Pericles responds, Ali is underage. Ali is underage. Ali is underage. So, how was that shower?
What the fuck? Guys, the joke is he was pretending to be a pedophile. What the hell is this? What is this, dude? No fucking way. Dude. Oh my god.
And lets everyone know he's 32 and shares a gif of the pedophile from Family Guy.
Guys, the joke is he likes kids. Okay? That is the joke. It's dark humor. You wouldn't get it. Okay? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Okay? Let's continue.
Very funny joke.
How old is Birdman? I don't know. I assume, I don't know, like, what, mid-20s, I would imagine? Right? I could be wrong.
I'd suggest maybe not actually involving a 15-year-old on the internet next time, though. Anyway,
Yeah.
Point is, it was well known that there was a kid moderating the server, and we can see a mod who got relatively close to Birdman, a story I won't share today, directly acknowledging it. It wasn't exactly hidden, and Birdman said he knew the people there very, very well. So, to hammer this in and be crystal clear, just like to remind you again that Aluminum, I think was the first person to speak aside from Birdman on the server, was made a mod within minutes of joining, was not modded simply because of his Patreon contribution as it appears some people eventually were, because he didn't pledge, was well known in that server to have been the age he was well known to Birdman prior
Birdman is like 64 years old. Yeah, I'll take that.
to the creation of that server, based on Birdman's statement in his recent video, and based on Birdman's statement in the server at the time. And today, Birdman says,
Needless to say, these people were all adults.
we know that you definitely know that's not true. Part of your defense is emphasizing how well you knew everyone who joined early. And this is the first person you made a mod, based in part on having already talked to them about this before you even made the server. And something I must point out in case Birdman tries to claim his memory of the start of the server is actually fuzzy.
4 days after I created my server, the chatters and I
What he says here doesn't matter. What matters is what was on screen. That screen cap is not in the video accusing him of stuff, and it's from a few days after the start of the server. So you took that
Yeah.
screen cap, right, Birdman? You went back and refreshed your memory, and then said what you said in the video. What's going on, big guy?
these were people I spoke to all the time on my
Same
channel
fucking wavelength, dude. Same fucking wavelength. Oh my god.
and on Twitter, some of whom were my actual real-life friends. Needless to say, these people were all adults.
Why did you tell this lie? That we know you double-checked is untrue? And why, when talking about this time period especially, did you put on screen that your server's not for minors, and not mention that a minor was moderating it? It's so
Dude.
weird because it could have just been dodged. You absolutely did not have to make any concrete claim.
Yeah, he dug himself a bigger hole by bringing that up. Like, I don't understand why he felt the need to do that. That's so cooked, bro. That's so cooked. Like, again, I don't know if, like, Birdman saw the messages between that minor mod and the 30-year-old, right? I'm not gonna claim that. But it's incredibly fucking weird and disgusting and at the same time, bro. Oh my god.
About the presence of minors at all. You could have just focused on it being fine if there were. Instead, you went all in on, I knew these people, we were close-knit, I was very familiar, all of them were adults at the start. Like, you didn't even decide to say, you didn't know. Pisses me off, and I'd love to hear an
What are you saying? Also, Birdman is not the type of guy to make alt accounts. When he gets banned, he wants people to know it's him talking shit to the person he dislikes. I didn't really, like, didn't say that. I don't know if anyone in the chat said that, but anyway. Don't fucking know. Thank you very much, Just Nix, for the $2 US. But they're so mature for their age. Fucking Christ. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Fucking hell, man. Jesus.
explanation. Like, especially considering we know you've gone back and looked and taken screenshots from the start of the server, your lies are outrageous. You say in this new video,
I created my Discord in December of 2018. I didn't really know what it was. It was something people had been asking me to create for a while, and
your second post in this Discord after you opened it up was telling people that you already used Discord and had one for something else.
I didn't really know what it was.
What are you playing at, mate? Oh, and if there's anything else weird that you definitely know about, you should come clean about it now.
True. So fucking true. Dude, what a weird fucking response. What a weird fucking response. And I believe Nightmares has more to add to this absolute cesspit of a dumpster fire. Let's get to it, okay? But yes, incredibly weird. Why do you have someone in their 30s talking about that? That's so fucking weird, dude. To a, what, 14, 15-year-old? What the hell, man? What the actual hell?
So let's tear down this flimsy, paper-thin response.
To prove this, I Google Yellow Flash 2 real face. Google Images pops this up. The first 4 results are all Reddit results, the first and fourth of which are showing a man's face. I click the first and fourth link and they take me to the same Reddit thread that is over a year old. This thread lists Yellow Flash's apparent name, his general location, and these images of a portly man. I read through the thread and find zero pushback on the fact that this may not be him. I then perform a Google search on the name that is listed in that thread, and Google's AI confirms the name as Yellow Flash's name, along with a link to one of Yellow Flash's videos that I did not click. It's at this point I decide that this is Yellow Flash's face and real name, so I screenshot the image and post a response on Twitter pointing out that Flash is also out of shape and basically shouldn't be throwing stones in glass houses.
How do you just immediately tell on yourself that you were so ass mad over the Yellow Flash's tweets that you specifically sought out Yellow Flash's face, and that you confirmed it all with Google AI?
Yeah.
Now remind you, Birdman claims that this was him doing his due diligence. I shouldn't have to tell you that the confirmation with fucking Google AI is not your due diligence. Your 141 IQ is sure doing gangbusters right now, bud.
Now, let's
No way he did that. Really? He did an
Due diligence.
Dude,
Your 141
he did an IQ test? No shot. Okay, bro.
IQ is sure doing gangbusters right now, bud.
Now, let's pause and talk about doxing. According to the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, or FIRE, doxing is the intentional release of an individual's personal identifying information without the person's permission, usually with intent to retaliate or intimidate. Notice that it says intentional and intent. I am from California, and thus I am subject to California's laws. Here is what California's laws say about doxing, which is specifically covered under
He has it pinned on his Twitter. That's so gay, bro.
California Penal Code 653.2. Every person who, with intent to place another person in reasonable fear for his or her safety, yada yada yada, causing that other person unwanted physical contact, injury, or harassment by a third party, yada yada yada, can be subject to all these forms of punishment. You'll notice California law also states intent. On this law firm's website, they clarify that doxing, according to Penal Code 653.2, must be an act with intent of subjecting someone to harassment. So, according to this information, I have factually not doxed anyone because I mistakenly shared an image of a person who I thought was Yellow Flash, a public figure. I did not intend for anyone to harass the gentleman in the photograph, and it's impossible for anyone to have done so for the next reason this claim is ridiculous. No personal information has been shared.
First of all, your intent is there. You specifically went out looking for Yellow Flash's photo to incite harassment towards Yellow Flash. Now, I find it particularly interesting that you...
Should we continue with this? We basically skimmed through with this. I'm curious if he's added any additional stuff with this. We'll have a look.
And that.
Riveting stuff that this guy has now been referred to in real life as Yellow Flash and has been harassed in real life, granted, by
Orlando. Okay? Now, he didn't tell me about any of the medical stuff. Other people talked to me about that because I was telling them about it. Because why I say he didn't like it is because I talked to him and he wasn't too happy about what was going on. That's what it seemed like to me. He didn't seem like he was very happy about people using that photo of him and attacking him ruthlessly all the time. And I don't blame him. You know, this guy's not online. He's a guy in the chat. And all of a sudden, these giant YouTubers are making fun of this guy's looks, calling him ugly and fat. He didn't ask for any of this. Now, if you want to do that to me, that's fine. You could call me ugly and fat all day. I put myself out there. I am on the internet, okay? That guy is not. He didn't ask for that. All he did was go hang out with people that he likes watching. And I don't get why these guys don't understand that. Like, you're putting a guy in the crossfire here that does not deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. He didn't ask for it. And Joe doesn't seem to understand that.
Riveting stuff that this guy has now been referred to in real life as Yellow Flash and has been harassed in real life, granted, by Yellow Flash's own word, but there's no reason to not trust Yellow Flash's word because currently, we'll get into later in this video, that your word, Birdman, means fucking nothing. Now, if you let all that stuff in when you were reading the penal code for California when it refers to doxing, you look real fucking guilty. Now, I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not saying that you would be criminally charged. In fact, it would be severely unlikely that you would. But with that context added, you sure look real fucking guilty. Especially when you claim to me in your initial response that sharing photos is not doxing. So let's get into that claim. So I'm dragging up the old Kinoflex drama between him and SK referring to doxing. Initially, I was defending Kinoflex until SK and I had a chat in DMs where he pointed out the blatant hypocrisy referring to me calling Birdman a doxer while defending Kinoflex, which he was completely fair to criticize. But there's some context I want to add in here. From what I understood at the time, that SK's photos were publicly publicized by him. It was not. So to be clear, I amend that statement, and it turns out this was a huge misunderstanding between mine and Kinoflex's conversation, so I apologize. I fucked that one. But why am I bringing this up? Well, in Birdman's video, he makes arguments that this photo was already being spread around and posted publicly.
Before Angry Joe posted the image. So how is it possible that I have doxed this man when this image has been making the rounds on Twitter months before I ever posted it and at least a year on Reddit? The name in the screenshot is actually Flash's name, not the man in the photo. The location is apparently Flash's location, not the man in the photo. And since people have been attributing this image to Flash for a year and he's been denying it for at least that long, it would make sense for him to make up a story about cancer to make anyone sharing this image sound worse.
So it's not doxing because someone else publicized it without his permission. Regarding SK's and Kinoflex's drama, SK never posted his face publicly, yet it leaked and spread, which led to Kinoflex posting it. This is what is called
Dude, why is the subtitle saying Keemstar? That's quite funny.
spreading/dissemination. Now, frankly, personally, I don't care about some random guy's photo on the internet that has little to no public platform. But what I do have an issue with is posting other identifying PII that makes it far easier to locate an individual. Especially since when I talked to Flash in DMs, he stated to me that his location was not public. Also, as stated in my previous videos, even if I still got all this information wrong, you still believed it and you posted it to incite harassment.
Yeah, exactly. That's like the main point I've been hammering on, like, during this section, right? It's that Birdman had the intent to, and was believing that this was information that was correct in relation to Yellow Flash. And that's why he wanted to spread it around. Like, come the fuck on, dude.
Also, regarding what we found in your Discord server, we know your intent is for harassment. And on top of the rest of the information provided per the definition you provided, as well as the California law, while legally, you'd be extremely unlikely to face criminal charges because frankly, no court would give a fuck. But the full context of definition and the law of your state, you would look incredibly fucking guilty. While I'm not stating you committed a crime, I'm no lawyer, but you certainly are breaching the boundaries of what is acceptable on the internet. But with all that out of the way, given your prior statements and arguments to defend yourself and the same arguments I use against you that you use against Kinoflex, you'd have to admit you did dox, or either none of you doxed. And I'm sure SK would love an answer to that one. You surely wouldn't want to be a lying griftly bear on your position on what is and isn't doxing, would you? Now, I'm not going to fully touch everything regarding the Discord server as Harmful Opinions is now taking over on that, and I have far more knowledge regarding what's happened in there, but I want to address some of your argumentation. You blatantly lie and said you had no idea what Discord was.
A slip up, and they think they found one this time. I created my Discord in December of 2018. I didn't really know what it was. It was something people had been asking me to create for a while, and I just sort of relented as I saw it as another way to engage with my audience, which in 2018 was tiny, by the way. As you can see, when I announced the server, I got 10 likes, and that was about the same amount of people who initially joined that server. My point is, at the point in which I created the server, I was a tiny creator with a tiny audience, but we were somewhat close-knit, being a smaller community. Back then, I basically knew everyone in my server, as these were the hardcore fans I'd gained up to that point. These were people I spoke to all the time on my channel and on Twitter, some of whom were my actual real-life friends. Needless to say, these people were all adults, and they all knew me and what I was about. At that time, I was just becoming known for my
As you can see in this screenshot, the Birdman did have a Discord server prior for a different reason.
Yeah.
Meaning that he had full knowledge of what Discord was at the time when he created his server, which I don't understand why you would have to lie about this.
It's an incredibly weird thing to lie about. Like, I guess he's trying to, like, claim naivety with, like, how stuff is meant to be ran. But even then, that thing does not even apply there, right? Because you should know that a minor should not be interacting with the kind of content that ended up occurring within your Discord server. Like, I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. And the fact you say you knew everyone would have implied that you knew this person was underage. It's very weird. Very, very weird.
You also blatantly lied that they were all adults, as you made a 14-year-old minor your very first moderator.
Yeah.
Also, you chose the very easiest one in your video to quote-unquote debunk, but don't address the rest of the video of what I had brought up in my video, like the full nudity anime picture, as well as people chatting about porn folders and having a porn addiction in front of minors. Now, to the benefit of you, you did delete that full nudity artwork, but it's surprising that you didn't mention that at all regarding your response video. So I know you watched my video, Birdman, so I know what you know about what I said about your Discord. Maybe, I don't know, it's because you know that there's no defense for it. So pick the easiest narrow argument and dodge the rest of the evidence I've shown from your server. And to be clear,
I think unironically, right, it's unironically likely that it was simply because Future Nightmares is a small content creator. And he thought he could get away with it because he knew that none of his viewers were gonna go ahead and like engage with it. I mean, I'm curious. Let me have a look. Did he link it? No. No. Very interesting. Did not link any of the videos critical of him. Very interesting. So I think that's entirely what he was basing his like reasoning for. Keep your mic away. Keep your mouse away from your mic. I'm so sorry. I'll move it away. I'm so sorry.
I know there's far worse in there that I would love to make public, but I'm going to send you to Harmful Opinions video in the description. As well, subscribe to his channel for more updates regarding the Birdman. Just know there's a reason why the Discord issue only takes up 6% of his 17.5-minute response. Now the Domino's response is really easy as Birdman doesn't address the main component of my complaint and actively deceives his fans. How do I know this? This interaction.
You said your name is and you're the manager at this location here in. You are. Okay, cool.
Are you starting to notice a pattern here, dear viewer?
This interaction is completely uncensored in the original video. The Birdman states the manager's first name alongside the address of the Domino's. At the beginning of the video, he shows his phone where it shows the location of the Domino's on Google Maps.
Jesus.
Based off his subscriber growth from Social Blade and the snapshot from the Wayback Machine, you can determine his subscriber count around that time at 121,000 subscribers during 2021 at the time of this incident. Now I have to ask you this. Do you think it's anywhere appropriate to harass employees, say the manager's name multiple times, say the address of where the Domino's is, and then point to it on a fucking map to show exactly where it is, inciting and doxing the Domino's employees?
Yeah, it's Gideon behavior, dude. Ugh, voice crack. It is just blatantly this. Like, it's what Gideon did. He's angry, he's upset, he's an angry, sad man. So he decides to dox their name and location, right? For what purpose? Right? Maybe it's to be like, guys, don't go to this Domino's in this location. But you know that's not what's going to happen, right? You know the kind of effect that will have. People are going to go there and they're going to go harass him.
If Birdman didn't think it was doxing, why bother censoring the clips he shows anyways? He claims he did nothing wrong, so post a full video and make it public. I'm sure it will cement your fans' opinions that you aren't a doxer. Anyways, that's the response and how Birdman is actively lying. Currently, now that his response is up, I'm going into full digging mode. And from here on out, I would follow Harmful Opinions videos for further updates and leaks of the Birdman server. Because currently, this is where my story ends with the Birdman. Anyways, all, thank you for watching.
Awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff. Huh. Awesome stuff. I wonder if this will continue. We will soon find out, okay? We'll soon find out. But yes, I am going to make a quick poll because it will decide whether or not we do this next topic. So, while we do, okay, while we do, play games. Or we do this. We do the cat. Okay. I will let you guys decide whilst I have a drink and I take a hit of my nicotine. Boop, 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 boop. We'll see what you guys decide. Oh, it's climbing. 'Tis climbing. I won't let it go for very long, don't you worry. Okay. Dead by Daylight or what? So true. So true. Okay. Okay. I will just go with that. Okay. Let's get into it. Okay. So I saw this come in my feed. Seems rather interesting. It seems related to like an old drama that ended up happening where a guy was basically accused of, I think, murdering his cats. I haven't watched any of this. We're gonna go into this blind. This should be interesting. Okay. Okay. We will see how far we get into this. But guys, there are 92 of you currently watching, okay? Make sure to like, subscribe, and if you would like, donate. We are one away from the goal, okay? Smiles, blushes. But anyways, let's get into this, okay? Last section of the night, and then we might do some gaming. If it wants to load. If it does want to load, then we will cover it. Okay.
In March 2026, a video of a man rescuing a frozen kitten went viral on YouTube with 19 million views, thousands of comments calling him a hero, and even thousands of dollars in GoFundMe donations. Then, the internet turned on him. Reddit claimed to have uncovered digital proof that the rescue was staged, and that the YouTuber had deliberately frozen and killed the cat in the process.
Jesus Christ.
Within days, the man went from hero to unthinkable monster. If you've previously heard about this story at all, that's probably where it ended for you. Case closed, another animal abuser exposed. But we kept digging, and what we found was a story far more complicated than a simple internet expose, because the supposed evidence that convicted this man in the court of public opinion as a cat killer might actually prove his innocence. If this is an innocent man being dragged through the mud for nothing other than saving a kitten's life, then that is its own injustice that needs to be dealt with. So make sure to watch until the end of our investigation so that you have all of the evidence before coming to any conclusions. Let's get into it.
Okay, I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
Before the rescue video, TODD OLAND's YouTube channel had only a handful of uploads, mostly short clips filmed on his phone. His content was deeply personal and completely unpolished. He talked about his life, his dogs, his views on the state of the world, and motivational comments for his viewers. There was no consistent niche. Todd lacked the branding and polished editing that aspiring or professional creators tend to embrace. This channel was nothing more than a man with a phone talking into the void. It was a true, old-school YouTube vlog, something you'd expect to see on YouTube in 2008, before influencers came along and changed everything.
True!
Todd's subscriber count reflected that. A few hundred people at most were watching. But when a certain video was uploaded on March 1st, 2026, all of that changed.
Okay.
Todd titled the video, "Dogs Found a Kitten in a Frozen Little Pond." And, not to be cynical, but it hit all the right emotional notes for a modern YouTube hit.
Okay.
In the video, Todd holds up a tiny tabby kitten, soaking wet and completely rigid.
I found this cat, like, frozen stiff in a puddle of water. The dogs found it. It's barely moving. I'm going to try and heat it back up and see what happens.
The video then cuts to the kitten indoors, lying on a towel near a wood stove.
It's starting to move now. I've been putting it next to the wood stove and drying it off as I can.
Slowly, its legs begin to paddle. Its eyes eventually open, and it lets out a weak meow.
It's finally coming around, you know. Seems to be snapping out of it. Hard to believe that thing, they really do have 9 lives. It's been an ugly journey, though.
The video ends with 2 photos, the kitten dry and alert on Todd's chest, and the 2 of them outdoors against a backdrop of Oregon pines. Again, not to be cynical, but the video had everything. It was a perfect story. An innocent creature facing certain death, then an everyday hero comes to save the day, and they all live happily ever after.
Right.
Couple that with a raw, authentic vibe, and it's easy to see why people reacted so strongly to it.
Yeah.
Within days, the YouTube algorithm caught the video and spread it to more and more viewers. Just a week after upload, it had millions of views. And 2 weeks later, it was one of the most watched shorts on the platform. Todd's subscriber count surged from virtually nothing to nearly 30,000 practically overnight. The comments under the video were overwhelmingly positive. "Be proud of yourself, man. You saved the life of this cat. This is why I still have hope in humanity. This man picked up the catsicle and gave it a chance to live. Thank God for him, and thank God for 9 lives." The viewers' consensus? TODD OLAND was a hero. Todd responded to this sudden fame in the way you'd expect. He started uploading more frequently, giving updates on the kitten, giving the people what they want. On March 6th, he posted a follow-up titled, "The Kitten is Doing Great in His Home," which picked up over 265,000 views.
Oh, and by the way, the kitten is fine. He's actually great, and I couldn't afford to keep him, so I gave him to somebody who loves him a lot, but he's close by.
Over the next several days, he posted more
Again, I can't see how this is going to get twisted into something horrific. Like, oh my god.
video updates, each one pulling up to hundreds of thousands of views. People wanted to know more about Todd and the cat. For a channel that had been averaging far fewer views per video, this was life-changing, and Todd was going to make the most of it. On March 11th, Todd went live for the first time in his life. He was visibly nervous, fidgety, and rambling as he spoke to the very first viewer, his sister. But as more people came in, he clearly just wanted to connect with the people who had been moved by his video.
Like I said, I lived a small kind of life, but very grateful. And this is the very first time I've ever gone live.
The chat was supportive. People asked about the cat, his health, and his life in Oregon. Todd answered all of their questions openly, explaining that the kitten was living with a local family who adopted it.
I'm sorry, I wish I could show you the cat right now, but I can't have him in my apartment. I don't even have my dogs with me right now. They're with a friend of mine.
But among the well wishes, one message in the chat stopped him cold.
Interesting. I froze a cat. I don't even know how to respond to that.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
But anyway, I'm not going to defend myself to something literally that, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's kind of dumb.
He tried to shake it off.
Right.
I gotta not let stuff like that bother me, but it makes me sad for you.
The next day, Todd went live again. This time, his followers had a suggestion for him. Set up a GoFundMe. His truck's transmission had just died, and his viewers wanted to help.
Jesus.
Some of you have suggested something about a GoFundMe, and I had to look into that.
I don't know, man. Like, some people just see, like, the absolute worst, right? And then they'll just go, or they'll try and, how do I word this? They'll want nothing good to ever happen around them, and it's just quite miserable. Like, that, even if it did have, like, even if it did turn out to be true, that's such, like, a baseless claim to suddenly accuse someone of. Horrid thing to say.
And see what it was, but it just got kind of confusing.
Don't say he got one guy. Fucking hell.
Unlike many of us, Todd was obviously not the kind of guy who was chronically online, but he did eventually set up a GoFundMe. The campaign was titled, "Saved Frozen Kitten, Now Transmission Froze, and I Need Saved." In the description, Todd explained that he lived in a town without public transportation. He needed his truck to survive, and the transmission had just died, something he had previously mentioned in his videos.
Well, it happened. At 362,000 miles of transmission's going out on this thing. I have no second or third gear.
He was hoping that his online supporters would pull through to help him when he needed it most. He was hoping for another miracle, because, much like the cat, Todd had also survived certain death. According to Todd, he had been in a coma. For 3 months, he had lived on a ventilator while suffering from symptoms of COVID and MRSA pneumonia.
Jesus.
The doctors told his family that he had no chance of survival. His family approved of the decision to pull the plug. And yet, against all odds, Todd pulled through. Viewers had already noted that. Many called the cat a shadow sent to help Todd. On his GoFundMe, Todd wrote, "We all need saved sometimes, whether you're a frozen kitten or getting back settled after 3 months in a coma on vent." To his fans, this only made his story better. The initial video was a classic feel-good story about a man saving a frozen kitten from certain death. But now, the story was starting to shape as some kind of uniquely fateful encounter. He was paying it forward, but with the gift of life. He started building a community, posting playful updates. In one, he shared a photo of a cat looking healthy in a lighthearted poll asking viewers if they thought Todd looked like his dad.
Aww.
With 2 photo options, just riding the wave of positive attention from his good deed. On March 17th, in response to people wanting to see the cat alive and well, Todd mentioned in a video that the family, who had adopted the kitten, were away right now, but they'd be back in 5 days on the 22nd. On March 23rd, he posted a follow-up video asking for advice. The cat had apparently run out when the family was unloading their car after returning home from their trip.
I'm out riding on my quad, looking for it, it's, you know, because they live on like, I think seven acres, but is there anything that I could like put out or anything like that to get it to come back home?
Meanwhile, the rescue video was still being pushed to millions and millions of people outside Todd's immediate audience. But as more people saw it, the tone in the comments began to shift. While many still believed that Todd was a fundamentally good man who saved an innocent cat from a horrific fate, others were getting bad vibes. Dude had zero urgency. We live in a world where his first thought was, let me get my phone out and hold it over the snow. What a dingus.
Really?
Yep. I've never seen anyone save an animal and seem to show so little emotion or caring for it at the same time like this man. And on top of that, he posted a GoFundMe link? Like what for? To buy cat food? Some commenters were noticing that Todd's reaction to finding the cat was not especially panicked or urgent.
I don't know, man. We're talking about a guy who's been in a coma for 3 months. I feel like his emotional response is probably going to be a little bit stunted. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, bro, okay.
He was flat, analytical, and kind of detached.
I found this cat, like, frozen stiff. I'm going to try and heat it back up and see what happens.
These viewers saw that as a red flag. In their mind,
yo, thank you very much, Ancient Nibbles, for the $5. Heading to work and thought I'd listen in. What I missed with Jar and why is it still ongoing? Jar DMs leaked, and so we covered it. And guys, thank you guys so much for reaching the goal. You guys have been exceedingly generous tonight, and for that, you guys get some marshmallows. There you go, guys. There you go. And I will start another goal. Awesome stuff, you guys. Thank you so much. Been very generous tonight. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Okay, let's continue.
Todd's tone of voice suggested this whole thing was more of a morbid experiment than an actual rescue. A few asked more pointed questions. Did he take the cat to the vet? Where was the follow-up? Why was the only proof of the cat's survival a couple of still photos? These skeptics were still a minority overall, but they were growing louder, and they had some valid reason to be suspicious. Fake animal rescue content is a well-documented and deeply disturbing
shit, I didn't change the screen. Yes, the animation, I'm sorry.
problem on YouTube and other video platforms. Content farms have been caught in the act several times, intentionally putting animals in dangerous situations just so they can film themselves saving the animal for views and ad revenue. As always on this channel, we're not going to detail the acts that some of these lowlives have put animals through, because we believe these abusers are known already and don't deserve any attention. It's a deeply disgusting industry that has persisted for years despite periodic, and, might I add, inadequate crackdowns by the platform.
Yeah, exactly.
However, those videos do tend to
I won't deny, right? I've definitely seen my fair share of like fake animal rescues, but those ones are normally quite blatant, right? They're quite obvious. They're very set up in a way, right? They're very blatantly like set up. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like you'll see stuff like the animal is like completely like their fur is completely healthy. They're like just stuck in like a hole or something, like a man-made hole in the middle of nowhere, right? Most of the time, like they're very blatantly faked.
Follow a typical format, which is why people were questioning Todd's narrative. Are we sure he didn't put this poor cat in this condition for the sake of making a rescue video? I'm not. This video looks suspicious. If I were to find a cat in this location, I'm not holding it like that and making a video. Unfortunately, the people that record these rescue videos are often the ones that put them in that situation for YouTube videos like this. Ask yourself, who holds a...
I mean, it wouldn't be uncommon for this guy, right? Like, because what I mean is, this is a guy who's documented the fact he's been in a coma, right? And his experiences with it. I don't know, he just strikes me as the kind of guy who treats his phone like a journal. Or the internet as his journal.
Cat like that and records it before actually helping. Not an animal lover. Todd did eventually put out a statement to address much of the negative speculation. Some people seem shocked by the way I do things, but I have brain damage from being on life support with COVID and MRSA pneumonia, so I don't talk normally. I didn't just hold it like a paper airplane or leave it laying there uncovered, or it wouldn't have lived. I couldn't keep it because I don't have the funds to take care of it. On March 26th, he posted another video, finally showing the cat again, after seemingly returning from its brief escape.
Aww.
Well, there he is. Came back home. He won't let anybody really any closer than that, but he
looks a lot bigger there.
He's always palling around with his little black kitten friend.
But the viewers were primed to be suspicious. The lack of daily updates, the distance of the video. It was all very strange to many.
I mean, what? Like, okay, he said that the owners of the cats, right? Keep in mind, 1, he doesn't own the cat anymore. 2, the owners were away for like a week or something like that. 3, apparently the cat went missing on like several acres of land, so they were probably out looking for it. And then 4, he's not a guy who's clearly on the internet very much. Like, what? I don't know what much more people expected.
But especially since the cat seemed to look different. I want to see that cat up close. You're not being transparent. That cat can't be it. I don't know though.
You should watch the new Jar video on Nicholas Diorio. It's the Zaptai one, right? Yeah, I watched Technical's video about the Zaptai stuff like ages ago. Or I looked at the Zaptai coverage. Yeah, it's cooked.
Did it mature up that quickly? I don't know, man. This is now proof that,
like, unless Jar's video's got something that Technical's video doesn't, I don't really see a need in watching it.
that he has been lying all along. That not the same cat. He was just trying to get money off people. He deliberately froze the cat. The suspicion was growing, and Reddit was about to blow the whole case wide open. In mid-April 2026, a user named Kioma960 posted a thread to the r/YouTube drama subreddit. The title was shockingly direct. YouTuber TODD OLAND likely froze his own cat to death and filmed it as a rescue for money. EXIF metadata proof. Graphic warning.
Cats are skittish most of the time or suspicious of strangers. This person has to be the type to walk up to strangers' dogs and just start petting without asking. Yeah, dude, I hate those videos. I hate the videos, right, where people who see someone with a guide dog, right, or a guide animal, and then they go up and pet it without, like, asking, and even worse, continue to do so, when they told them not to. Especially kids. Like, what the hell, man?
The thread contained what appeared to be irrefutable evidence that the whole thing had been faked. Kioma960 had gone to Todd's community posts and found the photo of the supposedly rehabilitated kitten from the "Do I Look Like My Dad?" community post. They had downloaded the image directly from YouTube and run it through an EXIF metadata reader. For those unfamiliar with all the technical stuff, EXIF data is the hidden information embedded in digital photographs. Most cameras and smartphones automatically record details like the lens used, the GPS location, and, most crucially in this case, the exact date and time the photo was taken. Most social media platforms strip this data when you upload a photo for safety and privacy reasons.
Yeah.
YouTube, apparently, does not.
What the fuck?
According to the EXIF data, the photo of the healthy, recovered kitten wasn't actually taken in March 2026 when the rescue video was uploaded. It was taken on March 5th, 2025, a full year earlier. Kioma960 had found this unusual inconsistency and built a whole theory around it. This is the basic premise. TODD OLAND already owned the cat before the rescue video. He had taken photos of it when it was healthy back in 2025. Then, a year later, he had intentionally frozen his own pet to death, filmed the rescue for clout or financial benefit, and put old photos at the end of the video to pretend that the cat had survived. So, the Redditor's conclusion was that the cat was dead and Todd had murdered it for views and GoFundMe money. And you can probably guess how Reddit reacted to that. The post racked up over 2,300 upvotes and 150 comments within a matter of days. It was cross-posted to multiple subreddits, including r/vegan, where it picked up hundreds more upvotes and dozens of furious comments.
No, not
This is one of the most sickening things I've heard on this site, one commenter wrote. These fake rescue videos break my heart because they're doing exactly what people think they're saving the animals from, wrote another, and they get exactly what they want from doing this. The theory was so plausible that users discussed reporting Todd to YouTube, to his local authorities in Oregon, and even the Animal Legal Defense Fund or the Social Media Animal Cruelty Coalition. Some even started digging into Oregon police records to find out if Todd had any prior convictions. Above all,
What the
people
hell?
had just one goal. As one r/vegan commenter said, "I hope they go to prison." The mob immediately descended on Todd's YouTube channel. His comment sections, which days earlier had been full of praise and prayers, were now flooded with accusations of animal abuse, demands for his arrest, and vicious personal attacks. Apparently $30K is how much a cat's life is worth to this man. Since decided to freeze his own cat and film it to get money to fix his truck. It's sick. You are going to be found, and you will face the consequences of your actions.
Jesus Christ.
That is legitimately the most heinous, unhinged, out-of-pocket, most depressing, exciting, heartwarming roller coaster I've ever seen. Now you're telling me it's on purpose? Guess this ride just keeps going. Todd was being called a psychopath, a murderer, and he was being told that he should suffer the way the cat had supposedly suffered at his hands.
Jesus.
In a YouTube community post, Todd shared a photo of a cat, claiming it was the same one he had rescued. He wrote, "To all the people that think it's dead, I can assure you he's alive and well. Hopefully you'll be able to get some rest now." It received 388 likes, a small fraction of the millions who had seen the accusations.
Right.
The tide had turned, and the lack of regular daily video and photo evidence was working against him. The Reddit thread had set a clear narrative about who this man was. In their minds, Todd Oland was an animal abuser, and the internet had the receipts in the form of EXIF data. Cuman960, the Redditor who started it all, seemed confident in what they found. "I have the full copy of all his videos, so he cannot get away with this scot-free, if he is found to be guilty." But in the court of public opinion, Todd had already been found guilty. The case was closed. Except, it wasn't.
I'll be curious to see if someone else grabbed the VXF data. I'll be curious to see how this goes to prove him being innocent, because it seems to be the direction this video is going.
Not even close. Not long after the original accusation post went viral, a new post appeared on the r/YouTube drama subreddit. It was titled, "An Alternate Theory on the Todd Oland Frozen Cat." The author was Cuman960, the exact same Redditor who had just convinced thousands of people that Todd was a cat killer.
Dude.
Now, they had a new theory about it. That new theory was that they actually might have been completely wrong about the whole thing. Yeah,
Bro, really?
they were turning on their own theory.
No
Todd
fucking
might
way.
not actually be a psychotic cat killer as they had previously claimed. Cuman960 had looked more closely at the evidence, dug deeper into Todd's channel, and realized that the EXIF data didn't actually prove what everyone thought it did. In fact, it might prove the exact opposite. This new theory hinged on a simple visual observation that several commenters on the original post had already noticed: the cat's age. If Todd had taken the healthy photos of the kitten in March 2025 and then froze the cat a year later in March 2026, the cat in the freezing video should have looked a year older, noticeably bigger,
Yeah.
with more developed features and a fuller frame.
Yeah, exactly. As Nick said, do people not know how cats age? They can go from kitten to half-grown in 3 months. Yeah.
It should look like a younger adult
Interesting.
rather than a kitten. But it doesn't.
Yeah.
Cats grow rapidly in their first year of life, so a
Kitty.
1-year-old cat looks dramatically different from a kitten of just a few weeks or months old. But the cat in the freezing video was clearly a kitten. It looked to still be a similar age as it did in the healthy photos from a year ago. The only logical explanation, according to this theory, was that the rescue video and the healthy photo were taken around the same time, both in
Really?
early 2025. Todd had rescued a kitten roughly a year ago, taken photos of it after recovery, and then simply uploaded the video of the rescue to YouTube a year later, in March 2026.
That would require so much planning, dude. What? Like, that would require so much forethought to do this.
But why would someone wait a whole year to post a video like that?
Exactly.
Well, this is where critical thinking comes in. Because, as you all know, we here at Brew are huge fans of using our brains. Todd Oland's YouTube channel is clearly not a professional content operation. He's not doing anything polished or chasing trends. This is purely a digital diary kept by a man who had a near-death experience and now wants to share his experience with the world.
This is what I said before.
It's right there in his channel description. Life has become a daily compromise to accept the new me. A 2-month-long coma on life support with COVID pneumonia and MRSA pneumonia toasted my brain. family decided to terminate the life support after doctors gave me a 2% chance, but I started breathing on my own after a few minutes.
Jesus Christ.
If you scroll through his other video,
Dude, that's insane. He unironically was like seconds away from death. Oh my god. That's madness.
the ones that aren't about the cat, you find a man processing his own survival in real time.
And the very first thing I saw was a nurse leaning over me and opening my eyelids for me, and she leaned right in my face and she said, "You're alive. You can't move, but you're alive."
In some videos, he tries to talk about the memories from his coma, but it's obvious he still hasn't fully come to understand what happened.
The coma dreams, as what I call them, was well, I don't know really.
His whole channel is like this. Todd isn't particularly concerned about audience expectations, because he's not really performing for an audience.
Yeah.
He's documenting his life for himself. His channel has no content strategy.
Yeah, he just so happened to have gone viral because of, like, the instances, like the situation with his cat. Like, that's why he went viral. Stuff like that just kind of happens.
It's just organized around whatever he's thinking about on a given day, which is usually his past experiences. Again, it's just like a pre-influencer style of vlogging. In one of his videos, Todd explained why he eventually uploaded the rescue footage. He said that the cat's story felt much like his own. He was so close to death. Some people gave up on him. His own family decided to terminate life support. But he still miraculously pulled through. The cat was near death, but he didn't give up on it. And the kitten pulled through too. He saw himself in the cat, and he wanted to share that.
Right.
Yeah, I posted that video, so just kind of let you know that some people or some things may seem down and out, but they're not. And all it takes is a little patience, a little bit of effort, and you can bring them back to better than they were.
Yeah.
Speaking from experience. Some comments I don't understand really, but I don't see, how do you say that? I'm just an old hillbilly in the woods trying to do what I do and not cause too much of a problem in the process.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Have a great day. If you see somebody down and out, just remember, we're all people.
Todd seems to be a man with traumatic brain injuries who posted a video of something remarkable that had happened to him in the same way and with the same time he posted anything else, whenever he got around to it. His detached tone in the video is most likely not the coldness of a psychopath. It's likely the flat affect that is extremely common in survivors of severe brain trauma.
Right.
The way he described the situation analytically rather than emotionally could just be a symptom of his condition.
I know I talk weird.
Like, it's so horrific, man. Right? That, like, these people will go around and just immediately jump the gun on shit like this. It's deranged. It's fucking deranged behavior. Like, dude.
I posted that video so people understand why I am the way I am, you know, and the brain damage and stuff.
The fact that he never showed his face during the rescue, unlike his other videos, well, this actually supports his innocence. If he had filmed the rescue with the YouTube audience in mind, as many of those content farms do, you would think that he would have put his face in it, the way he does in almost every other video on his channel. The fact that he didn't suggests he may have been simply documenting the event for himself or to show friends and family, and only later decided to share it publicly after he started his channel. Even the GoFundMe, which has been painted by Redditors as a cynical cash grab exploiting a dead cat, looks entirely different in this light. Saved Frozen Kitten, now transmission froze, and I need saved. Todd had been brutally, almost naively honest by saying, "I saved a cat a while ago. The video just went viral. And by the way, my truck is broken and I live in a town with no public transportation and I need help fixing it." If he had staged the kitten rescue with the intent of running a scam, why would he be transparent about the money going to his truck?
Yeah.
A scam artist typically just says the money is for the cat's medical bills or something. That's what people would really want to donate to. But Todd didn't do that. He told the truth. In fact, the money went exactly where he said it would. In his March 20th livestream, Todd confirmed that his supporters' donations had helped him buy a cheap, used Nissan Sentra and secure a replacement transmission for his truck.
Nice.
Because of your guys' kindness, I was able to get a little car, the 4-cylinder Nissan Sentra.
Exactly what he said he was going to use the money for.
Yeah.
But the truth made him look worse to the people who read the Reddit post. Everyone except for one person, the accuser. In fact, Kioma960 was so convinced that they had been wrong that they did something almost unheard of on the internet. They deleted
Sending pics of my baby from 1 month to 3 months to show how much of a difference it makes. This is my offer to some eye bleach. Yeah, please. I'll have a look. Have a look at the we'll have a look at Anabi's kitty cats. Hold on. Hold on. Get these pulled up. Hold on. Aww. Oh, they're adorable. Hold on. Oh, look at them. Oh my god. Aw. Evil creature. Evil little gremlin. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Aw. They're adorable. I love your cats. I love them. I love them. They're so cute. Aw. Evil our kitty. Evil kitty.
their original accusation post. In a comment on the alternate theory thread, Kioma960 explained that the comment section on Todd's videos had become extremely toxic. People are very verbal and saying bad things to a potentially innocent man. We have to admire that rare moment of intellectual honesty. Someone had realized their mistake and tried to undo the damage. That's always a good thing and should be praised. It was just far too late for critical thinking. The alternate theory post received only about 100 upvotes. Meanwhile, the original accusation had received over 2,300. The retraction of the accusation reached basically nobody, if we're being honest. The original post had been shared, screenshotted, and amplified across social media platforms, which meant it was only...
The unfortunate reality of rescue videos is that there is always the potential of it either being staged or being framed, being staged. No matter what people assume the worst. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
a matter of time before Todd became the focus of everyone's favorite good-spirited YouTube niche, the drama YouTubers. The theory was so widespread and believable that drama lovers jumped on it without hesitation.
Oh, August the Duck? Okay.
One creator uploaded a 9-minute video that echoed the original accusational Reddit post and presented the EXIF data as potential proof of Todd's guilt. Although they say that there was no way to know for certain what really happened, they still put Todd's face on the thumbnail with the headline, "He belongs in prison for this."
Yeah.
There was no inclusion of the alternate theory. However, it is likely that they made their video so quickly that the alternate theory had not been posted yet.
Jesus.
As of writing this script, no correction or follow-up video has been made. That's the fundamental nature of internet outrage. Accusations travel at the speed of light, but any debunking, corrections, or retractions barely make it out of the room.
Yeah, exactly. Well, or it takes years, right? It takes people re-examining stuff. I mean, hell, look at the SEC, right? It took, what, years for people to... And again, this is not meant to be like a pat on the back thing, right? Because it wasn't just me, okay? It took people years of this content existing for people to go back to look at it and with actual some clarity and some, like, detachment from it to realize, like, yeah, these accusations are wrong. These accusations are false. Like, it's insane. Or, like, this stuff was just, like, clearly swept for. I mean, look at Doodle Tones, right? Look at the George Raccoon situation. Look at RCV5. Look at Liquid Ooze, right? Look at the way that they handled Morgan. All this different stuff, right? It took years for, like, stuff to be amended, stuff to be fixed, right? It's deranged. It's absolutely deranged.
Once people make up their mind, it's done. A bell cannot be unrung. And this is exactly why we're making this video. In the comments of the alternative theory post, a few pushed back. Not against the evidence, but against the very idea of reconsidering their position. Some users...
Oh god. Question for you, when are you going to finish the Sassy Farasu vid, or did you already and I missed it? I kind of forgot. I kind of forgot to cover the Sassy Farasu video. What I'm probably going to do, right? I'm probably going to do like a poll on my like YouTube channel at some point. Not on this stream. I'm most likely going to do that as like a poll. I'm going to try and remember and see if there's any other videos or topics that we said we would get back to, but we didn't. And I'll do a poll to see if you guys even want me to do that, or which one you guys want me to cover first, for like a rainy day topic, right? I might, hell, I might even include Silver Indeed, just to see what you guys want me to cover. Because I have been thinking about that, and it's a question of, like, would you guys even want me to re-look over something that's, like, donkeys old, right? But we'll see. We'll see. DM'd you a picture of my cat if you want to see. Let me have a look. Oops, he's DMing me. Aww. Good him. Can I show these on stream? Oh, wait.
Questioned why Kyoman960 would turn against their own theory. I mean, you are the one who made the original post saying he killed this cat. Why are you backtracking? Why didn't you check into this more thoroughly before posting that epic novel? Did he threaten you? Or are you just an idiot?
Yeah.
We also had the same questions. Well, except for the one about them being an idiot. That would be rude. But given the level of effort that went into exposing the man, it is quite surprising to see them suddenly do a full 180. Others simply refused to engage with the new evidence at all, insisting that the original EXIF data was all the proof they needed. People have been accusing him for a while now. He has come up with too many excuses. Deleting the original post would be what a cat killer wants so that when his name is Googled, it's not there anymore. Only this alternate theory post. That's great for a cat killer. Kyoman960 had been so convincing the first time around that they couldn't shut their own theory down. They had lit a fire, it spread out of control, and now they couldn't put it out, no matter how hard they tried. Not to get too deep into psychology here, but once people have felt the emotional certainty of a belief, especially one tied to their own moral outrage or values, no amount of counter-evidence can easily dislodge it.
Exactly.
We see that everywhere in our divided world. The anger is too satisfying, and the narrative is too clean and satisfying. And perhaps, most importantly in this case, nobody wants to take the chance that somebody is getting away with doing something terrible. But there's also something else at play here. When a story like this breaks, people rush to be on the right side of it. They report the video and leave angry comments and share Reddit posts. In doing so, they invest their own identity into the outcome. So then to admit that the accusation might have been wrong is to admit that they participated in a witch hunt and harassed a potentially innocent person.
Yeah, exactly.
That they were part of the problem. The fact is, most people would rather double down on their convictions than face that. We've covered cases like this before, where internet sleuths insist that the killer or the culprit is a specific person with no regard for the facts or how the accusations might affect a real person's life.
Yeah, this shit's so moronic. This stupid, like, the Reddit hunts for, like, murderers that never do anything, right? It's so insane, because when you start accusing X person of doing a crime or a bombing, for example, right? Or murder, you're gonna direct a lot of hate and harassment their way, and doxing and swatting and stuff like that, right? Like, when you probably don't have evidence apart from a gut feeling, right? You're not the police. You shouldn't be doing this.
People want to be the ones who take the bad guy down. They want to feel like they did something. This also applies to the news outlets that covered the accusation. They too never published corrections. An article from Early Game, published in April 2026, presented the story almost entirely from the accusatory angle, noting that Todd has not commented on the allegations, which was factually incorrect, as he had responded in multiple comments, community posts, and videos. Meanwhile, Todd kept posting. His most recent videos supposedly show the rescue cat, now clearly older, climbing and doing cat stuff or just chilling.
Cat stuff.
However, as of writing the script, Todd hasn't uploaded video for almost 2 months. Whether this is due to the accusations and harassment is unclear. Now, I know we've been pretty critical of people who have made up their minds without looking beyond the original Reddit post. Well, for full transparency, we decided to get a second opinion. We consulted a professional veterinarian about the visual comparison between the kitten in the original photos and the rescue video and the adult cat in the recent photos and video. Her assessment was that the cats could be the same animal based on markings and coloring, but she explained that a kitten's markings and coloring can change as it matures,
Yeah.
and that in her professional...
Oh my god, thank you very much, Free Dean, for the $20 US. That's exceedingly generous of you. Cat, it's so fucking true. Oh my god. Thank you so much. I've been thinking about doing some more stuff for when you guys donate, but I'm not really sure. I feel like it'll be, I don't know, I'm tempted to kind of like do something similar to what Himpy does, but I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I don't know what would suit you guys. We could do derails for like specific donations. That could be something. I don't know. I like engaging with the community when it comes to stuff like this, and I really want to end up doing more stuff like that. But it's I wonder what you guys would like. But we'll have to see. Would it be okay to share my family's animal rescue in the server? Yeah, sure. That's fine.
opinion, there is no way to know for sure without a DNA test. In that sliver of doubt, that tiny, irreducible uncertainty, is all the internet needs to keep the fire burning. Of course, we can't say anything with absolute certainty. We can't get a DNA test confirming the cat's identity. We can't get video metadata proving exactly when the rescue was filmed. And we acknowledge that the fake animal rescue content industry is a real and horrifying problem that makes skepticism very understandable.
Yeah.
Sure, we could be wrong and Todd could actually be a cat killer, but there simply isn't any evidence to support that accusation. In fact, the metadata showing that the pictures of the kitten were taken in 2025 was only evidence of a staged rescue if you assumed that the rescue video was recorded at the same time that it was uploaded in 2026. But because the animal is still just a kitten in the rescue video and not a cat with a year of growth, this whole narrative falls apart. All we can say with certainty is that a man was publicly accused of abusing and killing an animal based on a single piece of metadata, interpreted one way by one person who later changed their mind after thinking about it more. And despite that retraction, the accusation stuck, and people are still commenting on Todd's channel, calling him a murderer.
Jesus Christ.
You will still find people demanding justice for a cat that is, in all likelihood, sitting right there on screen in front of them. Todd Oland survived a 2-month coma after being left for dead. He survived a brain injury that fundamentally changed who he is. He saved a frozen kitten from a puddle of water. And for that,
I'm very new to the community. I just came back to watching some commentary channels. Oh, you poor soul. Happened to stumble across your channel, thought it was cool. Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much, Dean.
the internet may never forgive him. We made this video for the same reason we choose all our topics, because we believed...
Okay, cool. So that was the cat murder drama. I thought it was kind of a bit different, okay? I know I didn't really have much to really say on it. I think it was kind of an interesting watch. It's kind of why I threw it at the end of the stream. But yeah, that's all the drama content done for tonight. I think it's most likely that he didn't kill his cat, lol. And even then, there's not enough evidence to support, like, the idea of him actually having done it. But, yeah, that is where we're going to end the drama stuff for tonight. I think it was very interesting. I do need to stream more. I'm aware of that. I'm sorry. I've been very busy. I'm going to try. But the thing with me is, right, guys, you probably know this by now. I don't like covering drama for the sake of covering drama, right? I only really like covering stuff that I find interesting. Like, sure, you could say there's X, Y, and Z drama going on, but if I'm not interested in it, then you guys are not going to enjoy watching me watch it, you know? Or engaging with the content or covering it. You guys was most likely not enjoy that. So yeah. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching this stuff with me. I'm not ending stream. I'm going to be playing some Dead by Daylight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the stream title. So when people like hop in, they'll see what's going on. But yeah, I might edit the gameplay out of the VOD in the end. But we're going to play some Dead by Daylight, okay? I've been wanting to do this for a while. Now I've got like my new flat sorted. Playing DBD. Right now. Okay. We're gonna play some Dead by Daylight because I have been wanting to play this game for a while now because it's been a hot minute. I am waiting for the new color to come out, and I think it should be fun. You sent something to the fireplace? You sent your cat? Thanks for keeping me company as I play Power World. Fair enough. Oh, dude, I've been playing so much Power World. I've been kind of getting into like a weird spot with it. I'm kind of at like a place in the game where I need to get sulfur, I think, and I don't know where I need to go for that. But guys, I will be right back. I need to quickly go use the bathroom. So I think I'm gonna quickly grab some cat videos just to keep you guys entertained. I won't be very long, but yeah. I wanna have a little bit of like a nice wind down section for the stream, okay? So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'll be right back. And like that, I'm back. Ugh. If you want to see a torty lick a can, check out the Jens Discord server. I'd love to show that on stream, but I would need to download the video. Okay, let me try and get this set up. So this should work if I press this button. Uh-oh. This button? It worked! Guys, it worked. And if I click this button, Uno Momento, and the chat's working as well. Awesome, awesome. I'm very surprised this is all working. Let's unmute that. Oh, the audio is still not working. Oh no. Let me try and fix it. Hold on. The audio should be working. Hold on. Properties. It should be working. Capture audio for that. Applied. Captured audio. Turn it up. No. Okay, hold on. Let me go to my control panel. Doing video capture for Xbox can sometimes be really annoying, you guys, if you've never tried doing it. Like, you need to, like, really mess with it sometimes. Recording software. Go to this. Click listen. Click OK. 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 It's not working still. Let's see. Display capture properties. OK. Now we click this. Click advanced properties. Monitoring enabled. Okay. I know what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to reset the, I'm gonna have to reset it. It's okay, guys. I'm a professional. Okay. New source. This is how you learn how to use a video capture device with Yan, okay? Add a new source. Click that. Click, use custom audio device. Click this. Click this. Click OK. Click this. Advanced properties. Monitoring enabled. It's still not working, so that's really weird. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to get this to work for you. Huh. Sounds. Recordings. I had this set up before stream as well. Listen. Click apply. Click that. Click apply. Click OK. Audio's still not working. Goodness me. Let's see. How can I get this to work? Drawing my male sonar in different fandoms right now because my brain is not working. Fair enough. Oh, here we go. Is that it? Hold on. Okay. I know what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try unplugging it. We can do this, guys. We can do this. So I need to... It's plugged in to here. Okay, it's plugged in here, right? I don't know why it's like this, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's probably because it's plugged in loosely. Okay, we can do this. Unplug. Replug. Uh-oh. What are you doing? There we go. Oh! Okay, the audio's working. Okay, the audio is working. I just need to fix it. Okay, we got it working. I just need to decrease the volume. And then I need to... Properties. Okay. Remove. Video capture. USB. Custom capture. Click it into this. You guys can hear that gameplay, right? Also, thank you very much, Toa, for the $2 US. Oh my god, Dead by Daylight stream. I'm jumping for joy. So true. Okay. Can you guys hear this? You guys can definitely hear this, right? It's way too loud for me. Let me lower it. Internet died, only to come back again, bonking us. I'm so sorry. Is that working now? Let me know. We hear too much? I'll lower it again. Is that better? Okay. So, we're gonna play Killer. Because why the hell not? I shat myself, I'm so sorry. Who should we play though? Springtrap? Jason? I'll play some Jason. It's been a hot minute. Oh, my perks. My perks back. But yeah, I'm gonna play this for a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Dude, you guys have no idea how long it took me to figure out, like, I didn't need a HDMI splitter for my thing. Looking at Springtrap, it's like looking in a mirror. We can play some Springtrap next, because the queue times are going to be short, because of the time of night it is. But yeah, should be fun. Should be fun, should be fun. Oh, they brought back the Walking Dead collection? Cool, I guess. Who have I got to increase on my... Oh, I need to spend my blood points. Who was I going to Prestige next? I mean, I might as well. Perfect. Perfecto. You really feel my niche for ACC slop and Dead by Daylight. I love you, Yen. Thank you very much. Can we get some pop music in the background for peak entertainment? Can I even do that? I would need to get another... I mean, I could probably put some royalty-free pop on. Do I have, like... Can I do this? I would want something royalty-free. If it even loads. Okay, game, it's been more than 2 minutes. Give us a match, please. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work with, like, the horror music. But yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the drama content tonight. Again, like I said, the Ponder video will be releasing very soon. Very, very soon. I'd like a match, please, game. Definitely be more than 2 minutes. And like that, like magic. You ask and you will receive, okay? Let me try and move this laptop to the side a bit. Okay, first... Oh, and there goes my voice. Okay, first game on. What have we got? Okay. What's my perks? Do I even want Lightborn? Okay. I won't run Lightborn, just for the hell of it. I'll run Nurse's Calling, because I love that perk. I can't mute the horror music. It's intrinsically linked to the game. What's your favorite killer? I mean, I really like playing Wraith. Wraith is fun. Drink water again? I need Monster, okay? It's 4 AM. I like Wraith. He's fun. He's fun. I like body blocking. I like using the Bing Bong on him. He's quite fun. But yeah. Obviously, I've been having a lot of fun with Jason. I've been having a lot of fun with that. So yeah. We will see how this goes. Because... Okay, we're on... Okay. This is an interesting map. Okay. And immediately go invisible. Okay. Great way to start. And I heard the noise of the fire and thought it was survivors. Interesting way to start. Interesting start, I guess. Oh, interesting. She's got boil over. Okay. I hate boil over. I hate dealing with boil over. She might get off. Stop struggling. Where the fuck is the hook? Yeah, I thought so. Damn it. Get fucked. Get fucked. Okay. They've probably got a gen by now, but I think I should be able to get this hook. Are they trying to body block? Dude, can I move? Where are they? Damn, I suck. Come here. Come here, buddy. There's a slash. Oh, we're going for the unhook. I'm not trying to body block the hook. I'm sorry, guys, but like you're not making it easy for me. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Dude, you're fast. Yoink. Let's go. Not the best go so far. They've got 3 gens. Okay. They're going for the heal already. So I'll take that. Take that. Oh! That was gnarly. That was gnarly. We got him. And they're out. Hold on. Yeah, you fought, you fought, you fought. You fought. They're gonna go for the save back there. Really? They're gonna run? Yeah, buddy. You fought. You fought. Did you run? Okay, I don't want to go for the slug. I'm gonna go over here. Is he still here? Did he crawl away? Where'd he go? Hold on. Anyways. Okay. The Dead by Daylight situation is crazy. So true. So true. Are they on that top gen? Oh, I thought. If I could line that up a bit better, I probably would have got her. Hey, buddy. Where are you running to? Oh, damn. Come on, we got this. Damn. You gonna go for it? Okay, fuck it. Well done. I feel like they're on gens again. They must be right. This one? No. Okay. Up here again? Oh, hello. Ooh. Okay, okay. You gonna respect it? You gonna respect it? Interesting strategy. I don't know what you were planning to do there, but whatever it was, it did not work. They tried. They tried. You trying to waste my time? What gen was that? I'm probably gonna have a chance to check. Okay, what are you on? Okay, good. Okay, we're gonna try Where the fuck is the basement access for this? Oh, they're gonna get off. They're gonna get off. Yeah, I was trying to get them in basement. Damn. You gonna respect it? No? Okay. That works. Bring me closer to the hook, buddy. I prefer that. Not my strongest game so far, but it is the first game on. No. It's over for Dead by Daylight? So true. She's probably gone back up. No, they're not on that gen. Unhook. Hi, guys. Come on. Oh, that's unlucky. Oh, I thought I was gonna get it. Dude, if I did that a bit lower, dude, that would have been gnarly. I love getting those long range shots. Oh my god. Okay, second hook state. She's probably still up here, to be honest. There we go. Oh, okay. Damn. How'd I mess that up? Come back here. I get duped. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Yen be getting... Imagine, holy shit. Oh, you're right here again. Do you have live? Is this what's happening? You're gonna keep doing it? Okay. Oh, come on, dude. I'm really getting bad at those. It's been a while. I need to lock in. I mean, what, 2 gens? I think I could commit to the chase a bit longer. Oh, I thought I could get it. Okay. You gonna mess it up? What was that? Dude. Unlucky. Oh, the actual mind games! Actually mind games. Oh my god. Mind game to hell and back. Dude, that was beautiful. Come on. Oh, also happy birthday, Dot. Guys, make sure to say happy birthday to Dot. They have done the thumbnail arts for the next video, okay? It is beautiful stuff, okay? Happy birthday, Dot. Weird question, but what is your favorite creepypasta again? I'm not really a creepypasta person. I guess Slenderman? I guess. Feels very generic of an answer, but that's like the main one I know about. But yeah. Where are you guys? Have you guys even been working on a generator? This one? Nope. Come on, guys. Are they not working on generators at all? Interesting. 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 Very interesting. Okay. Which way are we going? There we go. This Dwight's been like nowhere this whole game. So most likely he's going to get Hatch. I don't know the Hatch's spawns. If there is predetermined Hatch spawns, I would not know them. So we're just gonna listen out and see if we can get it before him. Okay. Can't hear it. Nothing so far. Interesting. Okay, you found her. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take a 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4 is pretty good for the first game. I could not hear Hatch. That was really weird. Even if I'm in Omnipresent Evil, I should still be able to hear Hatch. So that was interesting. Teletubbies with Slenderman? Oh, I remember Slendertubbies. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Let's play... Okay. Who should we go for, guys? We've got a lot of choices I've got unlocked. Got Pyramid Head. Got a lot. I will pick the first option that people say. I don't... Anything with these icons, guys, I don't have unlocked, so... Anything but those. Oh, I love some free blood points. Thank you, game. What do we think? Ken Kaneki's kind of a weird one we could play. What do we think? What do we think? Decisions. Ken? Okay. I'm gonna click, like, the rake or something whilst we wait for the match, because he is so loud. Ken is so loud on his waiting screen. Okay, we'll do Springtrap next, okay, guys? We'll do Springtrap next. Ken's an interesting one. Yeah. And I will level up, I'll level up, whilst we wait. So what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm trying to prestige everyone to Prestige 3, because that will give me their purple perks universal. And what I'm trying to do is, every single time I prestige them, I'm going specifically for universal perks. Because eventually I'll get everything purple anyway, so I might as well go for the universals. How do you feel about Art the Clown being added to the game? I think it should be interesting. I'm all for more characters being added. To be honest, I kind of wish we had the Predator in the game. We have the Xenomorph. You'd think we'd have the Predator by now, personally. But yeah. Like, of all the options that they haven't added so far, I'm surprised. Is he still broken? Ken's pretty strong, still. He's still very strong. His mobility is very crazy. Absolutely. Ken is very strong still. But yeah. I saw someone said they were gonna draw me as Jason. Very scary stuff, very scary. Evil. Evil chatters, okay. Evil chatters. Okay. I think the Predator would be so cool. Yeah. I think it feels like Skull Merchant was kind of meant to be like the Predator replacement. It kind of feels like that. Imagine Chucky, but he's small as fuck for the game. I mean, Chucky's in the game. He's tiny. Look at him. Chucky. Is Jason your favorite killer slash slasher? Well, if we're talking, or it depends. If we're talking like slashers, I think Mike Myers, might be my favorite slasher. In terms of killer for this game, Jason's very fun to play. I think they're all very fun. I don't think I have a particular favorite. I enjoy playing Wraith. I do enjoy playing Wraith. No, before he looked like that, the happy one. I don't know. I think there's a skin for him. I'll have to have a look after this match. What do I have equipped? Okay, yeah. I love Nurse's Calling. For those who don't know, Nurse's Calling, it allows me to see people when they're healing within a certain range of me. So anytime they do a healing action, I can just see where they are within, like, I think 30 meters. Which is just so strong. Yeah, 32 meters. But yeah. I see your point with that, but it kind of sucks they didn't do her that well. Like, they had to nerf her so bad, it makes it literally so boring to play as. Yeah. Yeah. I never liked her, to be honest. She's not a very good killer. I don't think she ever has been very fun to play as or against. I have played her, because I went for all the killer achievements the best I could. 2 medkits is a good sign then. Yeah. Hopefully these people are altruistic. Hopefully. We will see. We shall see. But yeah. Let's see which map we get, okay? Very curious. Let's see. Yeah, fair enough. Let's see what we get. I will say, right, I am the kind of killer, if I see all flashlights, I will be bringing Lightborn to the match. I do not care. It makes it very unfun otherwise, to be honest with you. I can win a game against full flashlights, but for my own sanity, I just don't see the point in, like, not, like, doing that. Because half the time, if it's a full beamer squad, I know it's going to try and be a bully squad. They're going to have head on and everything, right? Like, I'm gonna do what I can to win, to be honest. I don't care at that point. Probably a hot take. Okay. Let's see if I can get my my leap up ASAP. Well, they're AFK, so... What a great start, guys. What a great start. Well, I might as well get my leap, right? I'm not gonna kill her. I'm just gonna get my full charge, and then I'm gonna leave her, because... I mean, she's AFK. What's the point, right? Hello. Go on, do it. There we go, baited. I wanna keep tweaking. How long should I do this chase for? I might drop chase soon, if this goes on for too long. Unless she just keeps dropping pallets for me, which is really gonna help. Okay, she has that perk. Interesting. Yeah, I'm dropping chase. She can stay injured. Where the hell did she go? Oh, in here. Oh, she dropped down. Damn. Okay. Interesting strategy. Not the one I would have picked. There we go. It's a good start. Here we go. Damn it, I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. We might be cooked. We might be cooked. Go, 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 go. They are speed blitzing these gens. Oh my goodness. Not my strongest game so far, guys. I went the wrong way because I hate this map. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'll let you take that. Okay, okay. I'll read that donation in a second. How have you moved this fast? What the hell? Oh, she dropped down again. Brother. Here we go. Thank you for the 2K can. I'll read your donation in a second. Oh, please go to basement. Please go to basement. Make my day. Yen, why are you making Grey stream lag? Evil. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just have this effect on people. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. I need to gen protect. Like, my life depends on it. For example... Okay. Interesting. Okay, okay. Okay. They're healing in basement. Oh, they're healing in basement. They're healing in basement. Can I remember how to get down to basement? Here we go. This is what I like to see. Interesting, interesting. Okay. We need to destroy these. This is what they're using to get away from me. Ha! You fought. You fought. Nice. Okay. Basement time. These guys really like running and going down, like, in front of basement, so I'm not gonna complain. They've most likely probably got the full gens. Not my strongest match, you guys. They're most likely got this generator done. Or the last generator done. I can hear it. It's downstairs. How do I get down here? Here we go. Here we go. The hell are you doing? I thought she was gonna, you know. Right, where's basement hook? They are definitely looping back around for that. They are definitely looping back around for a save. Okay, here we go. Hello. Okay. There we go. Here we go, here we go. Nice. Let's go, guys. Let's fucking go. They're most likely gonna make it out of here, but we'll see. We'll see how altruistic everyone is. For example, you gonna leave? Interesting. Okay. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. We're gonna make it, we're gonna make it. There we go. So we may get one. Interesting. Why have they not left yet? They're likely going for the save, but... Oh, okay, okay, okay. Found it, found it, found it. Interesting. Hold on. She's gonna die from the timeout. There's no way she's getting out of here. Unless she finds Hatch, she's not getting out of here. Okay, she did find Hatch. Lol. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much for the 20 Swedish krona. Thank you very much. Not the strongest game, okay? Not the strongest game. I think I got too focused on trying going after one person. Evil. What do you mean jar ENO leaks? The fuck is the Clanker doing? It's at the beginning of the stream. He basically covered how Jar was letting the miner vent to them in DMs. And he was also venting to them. Very evil stuff. I'm gonna quickly grab something out the fridge because I'm quite hungry. I'll be right back. I got myself an Italian deli ham and cheese. Yummers. Evil. Should we like Autism Max? Hold on. Can I get this to work? Let's see. Should we get like Autism Maxing whilst we wait for the games to load? Let's see. Wait, no. Shit, sorry. I'll get it set up.
Great atmosphere.
Here we go. Autism maxing. Let me just run something random. I don't have many perks on Springtrap. I'll just throw some random stuff on. We'll do the cake offering as well. My snack was melatonin. Lamau? I'm the only one who gave an offering. Many will die this evening. Many will die. These cheap bitches didn't even offer any sort of blood points. His lines are so stupid. Yeah, they are. I will agree. The Springtrap voice lines in this game are kind of cringy. His Mori, especially the one where you have the skin where it's from the movie. It's so goofy.
Claim what is left of you.
Dude, you're so tough. Oh my god. We could do Nemesis after this, maybe. I'm just down to play anything at this point. Okay, let's see how this goes. I don't even remember what my fourth perk was. Interesting start. Thank you. Nice strong start to the game. Fun fact about Springtrap. If you hit a survivor with his axe, and you go near them with the axe still implanted in their back, you can grab them. Which is what I just did. So yeah. Do. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, the sprint for the sprint burst? That's quite clever, actually. Okay. Interesting. Interesting, 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 interesting. Interesting. I'll take it. I love how he unironically jump scares even though he's a grown man just screaming in their face. Yeah, it's so true. Pretty funny. You guys not going for the save? Really? Guys, come on. They're gonna die. They're gonna die. Oh my god. They're gonna die. Come on, guys. There you go. That's more like it. I saw you. Thank you. Go on, let me keep that axe in your back. Keep the axe in your back. Thank you. Yoink. Thank you. Easy peasy. I know one of them is really far away. Like, or they were. So, they're probably working on this gen. I saw that. Y'all saw that too, right? Yeah. Interesting. Interesting strategy. Not the one I would have picked. Thank you. Yoink. This is definitely a strategy. Not one I would have picked, but it's definitely a strategy. Really? You think you're her? Go ahead. Try me. Anyways. Don't wiggle like you didn't just try, like, baiting me to come over to you. Like, come on. Billy Billy, what do you think you're doing? Thing is, these guys aren't running very far away to go hide and heal. Like, I can hear them half the time. I swear I saw something. Aha, I did. Dude, I'm just getting really lucky today. Hello. Goodbye. Let's fucking go, guys. We're doing really well. Yo, Springtrap in Dead by Daylight's real? Yeah, it's awesome. It's just, I kind of feel bad, right? I kind of feel bad, but only a little bit. You can body block all you want because you've got iframes, but it's not going to change anything. Like, come the hell on, dude. You can hear them because of your bunny ears. So true, actually. So true.
Wait there.
Oh, have I, like... Oh, I might as well do the Mori, right? Just wait for them to die.
I can taste the fear.
That was pretty good. GG's. Good match. Good match. I probably did. The stank breath of 87. So true. Oh my god. GG's. Okay, Nemesis time. Okay, autism maxing. I love how silly Dead by Daylight drama is. Because half the time, right, it's like someone being toxic in game. It's just really dumb stuff like that half the time. I don't know. It's kind of refreshing. It's kind of refreshing to see. Okay. Autism removed. Yummers. Okay. This should be interesting. Because I have Lethal Pursuer on. I'm gonna beeline them at the start of the game. And they're not gonna like it. Okay, where are they? Where are they? Okay. Punch. Okay, let's keep it going. Damn it, I fucked it up. Never mind. I want to charge up my tendril. Ooh, cheeky. How am I missing, dude? There we go. You want me to chase? Okay, fine. I'll chase. Or not. Okay, okay. Fair enough. But I will be going right back to you. What the hell? How did you grab it from behind? Hold the fuck on. Okay, these guys are way better than I thought they would be. Okay, phase 2. And I've been juked. Okay, they're over here, they're over here. I will just charge it up with that. Give me another charge. Nice. She fumbled, she fumbled. She's fumbling, she's fumbling. There we go. They're probably gonna get that gen, but I want to get... How are you there already with the save? Fair play, but like... How are you already there with the save? I did not realize I was going against 4 beamers this match. Well, it's not 4 beamers, but it's just some guy who's really good with his flashlight. Yeah, get the fuck away from me. I'm taking you down to basement. Okay. This guy's probably sticking around still. Oh, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Get it going, getting going, getting going. Okay. I don't really want to tunnel, so I'm probably just gonna... I feel like one of them's still waiting around here for the... Yep. For the flashlight save. Get the fuck out of here. There we go. This person's always sticking around for the flashlight save. Get fucked! Get fucked! Get so screwed. Dude, that was perfect. Oh my god. Okay, they're going for the revives over here soon, so I need to get moving. No flashlight save. Good, good, good. Nice, nice, nice. Right hook, left hook. So true. Now I just need to go for the other one. You. Okay. Going back, going back. They can go for the unhooks, but I'm going for you. There we go. Keep it going, keep it going. We've almost got phase 3. I believe they have lives, so... We're gonna go for gen protection a little bit here. Okay. Maybe their pathing isn't that good. Oh, nice. Okay. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Damn, I keep messing that up. No, 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 no. You were trying to slam that down on me. That was very rude of you. You're immediately going for the save. Oh, you're like hiding over here. Yeah, here we are. Face spray. Come on. Damn. Oh, are you staying on this? Really? I wouldn't have done that if I were you. Because my zombie's there, and the zombies in this match can kill you. This guy's doing illegal amounts of flashing. Actually, so true. So true, docs. Nice. There we go, there we go. So they must be over here, considering where the zombie's going. They had a quite strong beginning, but now they're starting to, like, they're having a bit of a downward spiral here. For example. Which way are you going? Unlucky. You going for the flashlight save? Really, dude? I can just do this thing called looking down. You hiding in the corner? No, okay. You are over here. Oh, you did the protection hit. Oh, but the zombie got you! Dude, that's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate for you. Dude, I'm messing this up. Screw it. Oh, you have that perk? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, keep it going. Nice! That was right on the edge of it. Let's go. What happened there? Did someone join or leave? Did I get DC from my Discord server? What happened there? That's very weird. Is the stream still connected, guys? I think it is, right? My Fuji died. And the chat's not being displayed. I cannot tell if I am still live currently. Okay, we're good. Okay, very weird. I only just now noticed that chat's not appearing on the screen. What do you want? Oh, you want me to take a hit for you? Okay. Sure. I know you're around here looking for the save. I know it. I know you're very altruistic. I'm learning, okay? I know what your game plan is, buddy. Oh. Is your teammate going for the save? Is that what it is? Okay, we'll turn back. We'll turn back. Your teammate's going for the save. Yep, there we go. Listen here, buddy. I'm coming. Why can't I damage that generator? There we go. Scream's going strong. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's go, guys. We can do this. These players are a bit better than the ones we had last time, so this will be interesting. As we can see here, finally a good use of my perk. Oh, you already self-healed. Wow. Okay. How did I miss? There we go. That's better. And your teammate is hiding around the corner. I swear they are, and I feel like I'm gonna get flashbanged. No? Okay, I'll take it. I hate boil over, bro. I hate that perk. It's really annoying. How about healing over here? Because they stunned Flash the zombie. Oh, I know. Nice. Are we going for the save or not? See how quick we can be. Oh, that was close. This is a long match. They're probably going for the unhook? Yeah, thought so. Yeah, I'll take you. Get fucked. Zombies are all moving in that direction. So unless she's hugging the side of the map, she should be down here. Hopefully she's not here. Dude, the fuck is the hatch? Okay. Okay, we got hatch, we got hatch. She gave up. GG's. Yoink. We won, guys. We won. Let's fucking go. Nice. Okay. What time is it? Oh gosh. Okay. Oh wow, we got all the iridescence on that. Nice. Very well done. Very well done today. Okay. what I'm probably gonna do is, I'm gonna try and fight my awful internet connection. Yeah, it's struggling to load. Okay. I am going to... Let me swap streams. Okay. Let me mute this. Okay, chat. Okay. That was a fun stream. I'm probably gonna try and raid you guys out. I think K-Hux should be live. I'm just gonna get my browser to work, so don't go anywhere, guys. This has been fun. I might do this more often, where we do a bit of gaming at the end of stream. Could be fun. But what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna try and raid you guys out. I don't know who is live if K-Hux isn't. We'll see. Let's see. Let me see if I can actually access the stream, please. Let's see. Well, I want to thank all you guys who have shown up so far. This has been a fun stream. Again, I do intend to get back into the swing of things. But yeah. Just waiting for my settings to load up. And then I'll raid you guys out. Let's see. No, don't add a trailer. Add a redirect. Let's see. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna send y'all to, like, a YouTuber I used to watch when I was a small child, okay? I'm gonna send you guys to go watch someone play, Topia, okay? So, send my love, okay? I used to watch this guy when I was, like, really young. Like, probably, like, 12 years old. Like, this guy's been going for ages, okay? So, guys, thank you guys so much for supporting the stream, and good night. Bye-bye.